Now we know where we are.
Boy, oh boy, there's always one.
Oh, what are we doing now?
I guess we talk.
Spoilers for Cobra Verde, Nosferatu the Vampyre, and Fitzcarraldo. Thank you for listening.
Last time on the Three Angry Men podcast.
Previously on the Three Angry Men podcast.
Previously,
we watched some good movies.
Yeah.
let's talk about some films.
Go film.
Go
watched-
film.
Go film.
Oh yeah. Getting
welcome
right back
back.
into it. Flawless.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Three Angry Men podcast.
We resume your broadcast.
Where this week it was my episode, and I'd say I succeeded 2/3 of the time.
Yes.
Nice one.
Pretty good
Nice
odds.
one. Yeah, pretty good odds. You know, it could have
All-
been worse.
all things
It could have
considered.
been flipped. And I'd say the two were really good and the one was bad.
It was interesting.
It was interesting. Anyway, we'll get into that.
They were all interesting.
So we will reintroduce ourselves now. I am Jacob Ford, and here with me are the two other angry men. Introduce yourself now.
It's hi, I'm Alex. I'm back.
Hello, I'm Taz.
They're back. Nothing's changed.
We're all back.
Woo!
We're not very
Thank
angry
God
today.
we survived 2
No.
weeks.
We're
Just
all
placid.
yeah, we're all.
I mean, I'm angry, but I
Oh, fuck, he's
I
angry.
finished work at lunchtime, so that was pretty good.
That's pretty
Nice.
baller.
But I did that, and then came home and watched
Then you-
Cobra Verde.
Then you got to watch a really good movie.
But I did watch the documentary to back it up, or technically it was My Best Fiend, but the whole
Yeah.
like back third of it was about that movie.
Is
And
it
it
actually,
actually-
called My Best Fiend or?
Yeah,
yeah,
My Best
it is.
Fiend.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's a really good documentary, and it kind
I
of
thought you were making a
contextualized
joke the
final
whole
scene.
time. What the fuck?
No,
Oh
my God, it is
yeah,
called
My
that's
Best
so
Fiend.
cool.
My Best Fiend,
That's
And it-
crazy.
and it's got such a sweet ending. Anyway, we're not talking about the documentary about him, and
If
but it
only we
it
could.
kind of applies to this episode because I picked the Herzog and Kinski collabs, but I was only allowed to pick 3, not all 5.
Motherfucker.
and I picked-
Insane. That would have been insane, Jake.
A wrong third. But I wanted to pick Wozek, but Tess kind of made a disgruntled noise when I suggested it, so I didn't
Did
pick
I?
it. Yeah.
That might have been a good
He
movie.
did not mean to. It was just by accident.
Yeah, probably.
And
But-
he made
Fucking
it,
better
he
than
made
Cobra
us sit
Verde.
and torture.
Yeah, I know, but
Nah, it
look,
wasn't
I read the
torture, but
description of Cobra Verde and I thought it wasn't too bad, so I picked it. I was
guess
mistaken.
The description is very different to the film itself.
Yeah,
Because
it
after
was.
watching it, I read the plot on Wikipedia and was like, oh, is that what was happening? I was
Well,
fucking so long.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
what the
guess
fuck.
I guess we'll get straight into it with the first movie, Cobra Verde. I don't want to give the introduction to this movie, so I'm gonna pass it off to Alex to
What?
give us the
Um,
plot rundown and who is in it.
Okay. Well,
Well,
first,
yeah, get him, Alex.
first Kinski's in it, and then a bunch of other people.
Things happen.
Yeah, things happen. So Klaus is like, I actually read it on the, so I didn't get any of this from the movie, but apparently he was like a farmer, and then there was like a drought, so he stopped being a farmer, then he became a criminal, and then
Yeah, that's not in the
he
movie,
became-
by the way. Like,
yeah, well,
like at all.
that's just like it's just like
I've
I
seen
guess
like
the
a
sub-
text overlay, but they
Yeah,
don't call
it's
him
like-
a farmer though.
It's like the
Yeah.
subtext of it, but anyway, so he becomes like a notorious criminal in Brazil, and then one day he gets hired by this sugarcane plantation owner,
A
and then
slaver,
he
essentially.
impregnates all 3 of his daughters.
Underage,
And
by
then
the
the-
way. All
Yeah,
3 of
all
his
under-
underage
very-
daughters.
Oh, very much.
Very
Very,
underage.
very on track with Kinski as a person.
Mm.
And so
Damn, that's
And
fucked. I didn't know that.
then the plantation owner is like, oh, I want to kill him, but I know a fate worse than death. I'm gonna send him to Africa. And so he goes to Africa in hopes of like under the guise of like, oh, you're gonna get us more slaves, but you know, it's all a ploy just to get him killed in Africa.
Yeah.
And so then Kinski's there doing slave stuff.
Yeah, it's set in like the late 1800s.
Yeah.
Something like
And
that.
he's not a good person.
No,
in the movie.
there's
Not
like
a good,
No.
because I was
not a
wondering throughout
single-
the whole film, like, is it building up to him like being redeemed, or like, are they going to try and show him in a positive light? But
because
no,
I knew
they
that he
don't.
was a
Like-
very irredeemable character. That's kind of why I wanted to watch it. I wanted to just see how like that plays out. like how you can keep a shitty person from the start and like nothing changes. He just gets more shitty like throughout.
But he says at the end, Jacob. He says at the end, war. What's
like
it say?
slaves are like
slavery is criminal
Yeah.
or something.
you see, he's self-aware.
that's
He's
so-
a self-aware
that's
piece
so
of
deep,
shit.
I don't think he really gives a shit. Though.
No,
But
no,
anyway,
he doesn't.
the
Yeah, no,
Cobra
I know.
Verde, this man, what was his name? His name's like Francois, but they all call
The
him
Silver.
like,
The Silver.
the
Yeah.
Silver. That's right.
That's like his last
The
name.
Silver is basically playing moral limbo the whole time, because it's like, how low can he go? And he goes pretty low.
He goes, man.
He goes pretty low. Is it limbo?
Yeah,
It's not
limbo.
called fucking
It's called
is it?
limbo.
No, that's correct.
It
that's
is called
correct.
limbo.
I thought you were just meaning like he's in a limbo of like, ooh, should I be moral or not?
Nah,
Like,
he
he's
doesn't have any of
playing-
that shit.
No, I
He
know that's
doesn't care.
why. Yeah, no. That's why I was
Um,
hesitant to agree with you, but no, yeah. That's a
This
very good
movie was very boring.
Yeah,
I was bored the entire time.
definition. Yeah, it's very strange, weirdly structured. This film. It's like an amalgamation of scenes that are somehow connected through like the loosest terms, and then that somehow that makes a narrative. And like Herzog was like, yes, this is my completed
Yeah.
movie. All these like just separate scenes put together,
Oh.
which is how most
Yeah.
films are. But
but
this one was just very,
apparently-
very loosely connected. I had no idea what the fuck was happening while watching this movie. I'm just kidding. I was so
I didn't know what
I
the
was
fuck
so
about.
lost. I was watching it in the German with the English subtitles because I watched like 30 seconds of it in with the English dub,
the English one is so bad.
and I couldn't do it. It was so fucking bad, the English dub. So I did it
Well,
in
that's-
German, and I had to go back so many times to reread the subtitles. It was like, okay, what the fuck is happening? And it did not help.
Because this movie
feel like
definitely
the
has
English
the
helped me.
worst. Yeah, the English wasn't too bad, but it's definitely the
I
worst
watched
dubbing
English.
of the three.
It
Of the
just
three
sounded
that we
so
watched
badly.
today.
It sounded so, like the other films. Obviously, some is like ADR, but like this one was just egregious and like, oh yeah,
No,
this is
this
all-
one was
Yeah,
like
this
one
is
was
all
like the lips aren't even moving.
Yeah, I know.
Some
It
of
was
the
like,
scenes
come
where
on,
they're
bro.
talking.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You couldn't even try. Come on, Herzog.
But since like I'm
Yeah.
very sick at the moment, and for some reason in my head, 90 minutes is an hour. So I was like, this movie's only an hour 20. This is gonna be easy. It was an hour 50, like one.
That was
I was like,
That was like
no.
me watching. That was like me watching Fitzcarraldo. I was like, oh, it's
Yeah,
just
I
a
did the
quick
same
2
thing
hour-
to
it's
that
like a-
movie
it's like a-
too.
It's like a quick 2-hour movie. That's all right. And then I
I'm the only one who knew the movie's real run.
and I was watching it. I was like, okay, I'm probably like an hour and a half in. The movie's nearly over. And then I checked the time. It was like 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah, because
But that movie's good. though.
yeah, it was.
Yeah,
But
movies.
because like with this movie, I was like, oh, it's like an hour like 20. And when I got to like the hour 10 mark, I'm like, how are they gonna wrap this up in like 10 minutes? And then when I got to that hour 20 mark, I was like, all right, this is still going. What the fuck is going on here? And then it clicked that 90 minutes is an hour and a half, and then this is an hour 50 movie. And I was disappointed. But I was
That's
eating
what I say,
pizza,
yeah.
so you know, maybe that livened
that's
my
alright.
spirits a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't really know what to say about this movie because again, I gleaned like nothing from it. Real because I wrote like very basic stuff and like at the I wrote down got some pig sex at the beginning. of
Yeah,
this
I was gonna
movie,
bring that
which,
up.
Got some-
I did
I was not
to
expecting
see
some big
in
sex.
a movie, but that's something I noticed. There's a bit when Klaus and his like helper on the like his I don't even know. I couldn't tell you the character's name, but like
Or who Tamperica the
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
him
that
and
guy.
him and
Gentleman.
Klaus. Yeah, him and Klaus are like kidnapped and they're taken to the king and like they're being carried.
I'd
in,
love
like,
to be carried like that.
They're being carried. Yeah, like
Like they had
Anyway,
to
the
run. He was like carried
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a foot full of water. Like what
Yeah,
more
yeah.
can you
I-
ask?
What
for,
was
to
the
be
point of
honest?
that?
I did really like that because he says I literally wrote it down or something because he says like I always have to have a foot in the sea or something.
Oh,
and so
that's
when
why.
they kidnap him, they fill a bowl of water and they put it on his foot
Yeah.
as like a
Very,
like to
very
spite
smart.
him.
And then the king
But,
pulls out in front of him. He's like, "Fuck
yeah,
you."
yeah, yeah, but just before that bit when the king takes like the bowl off his foot, when the people are like dropping Klaus and his helper off, they put Klaus down real nice and gentle and like roll him off of the the stretcher they're holding him on. But the other guy, he's like 1.5 meters up in the air, and they just fucking throw him off. Like he looks like he got injured.
I thought that was so funny as well because I'm sure
like,
that those like extras were fucking terrified of Klaus, so they were like,
Yeah,
we have to lower this guy
exactly.
to the ground, or he's
Yeah.
gonna fucking
And
kill us.
Because there's a few points in this movie where like you'll see the extras, like they're obviously looking off camera, like we're doing good? Like, do we keep going? And like they're doing that, and like after like they drop the guy, they look around, it's like, oh shit, we just dropped him. Because I don't think they weren't meant to do that. But
There's actually
They kept it in there.
there's a bit at the beginning
One
when
take.
I think it's the sugar cane plantation owner. He's like, I think it's like when they're at the big square and they're like whipping the slaves, and the sugarcane plantation owner is like standing there and the camera's on him, and there's a guy next to him. Everyone's looking off camera except for this guy who is staring directly at the lens, and he doesn't even stop. Like everyone's looking like next to the camera, but he's looking into the camera and smiling like he knows he's not supposed to. And I just couldn't stop laughing. I didn't even know what they said in that scene because I was just watching this guy laugh at staring at the lens.
It's like the guy who plays the new king. He plays the king's nephew, who then like overthrows him. Whenever he's on screen, his eyes are just like they're fully wide open. And it's like, what are you doing?
I loved how he was looking. That was
I
another.
don't know. Yeah.
I loved how it was just like, oh, he went insane, and then at the end of the movie, it's like, lol, he never went insane. That was a lie.
Because like I was so lost because when I heard that, I was like, oh, okay, I guess he wasn't crazy. Like,
it was just so weird. Like, what was the point of that plot? Like,
because
what
you had
does
the
it
invisible
matter?
friend, the other king, the second ruler.
But what does that even mean? I don't even.
Are you saying you've never had
an
an imaginary friend, Alex? Are you
Like,
disregarding this character?
Not as a kid.
He had sandals,
Like,
Alex, and it was being banned. When I saw those little sandals next to the chair, I cracked up laughing. I'm like, they gave this invisible guy. Someone had one of those like extras / like friends of the king would have had to have placed sandals there, knowing that there's no motherfucker in this chair. But if he doesn't, he'd be killed.
He lives in the imagination
Exactly.
of the king. Is wild. I don't know. I thought the movie was like, because I'm going to talk about Fitzcarraldo, but in Fitzcarraldo, there's like, you know, just like in this movie, Kinski's talking to like, tribes of native people that he doesn't really know about, and that movie's done really well. But in this movie, it's just like, it's almost like excessive. Like, we get such an in-depth look into the customs of these people, and it's like doesn't matter.
No,
like,
at all.
It doesn't fucking matter to anything. Like, it does not matter at all.
And it's strange because
it has no relevance.
Yeah, because I was going to say that like this film is just essentially trying to say what Fitzcarraldo did, but it's just like way worse. And
but I think Fitzcarraldo was based off of a book.
You already made this movie, Herzog. You already made it with with Kinski as well.
Well, this was their final project together, because at the because I watched My Best Fiend, and Herzog at the end said that scene, like at the very end where he's trying to pull the boat, like Herzog, I can't remember the line they said, but basically Kinski was like, my soul has like left. I'm like severely depressed, and I don't ever want to work like with you ever again. And Herzog was like, yeah, the feeling's mutual.
Oh my god.
And then like it was only like a few years later, I think it was like 2 years later, he passed away.
I think it was like,
and like Herzog said, like watching that scene, he saw like all the energy from like Kinski leave his body. Like it was like a really depressing thing for Herzog, because he just saw like his best fiend like lose all like life. Like his life just
agency.
Left him.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that kind of like added to the ending a little bit, but like just because of like the context.
In a way.
Yeah, but only on like the most.
But like in terms of the actual character itself, though, it's like I don't care for him as a
surface of like meta levels.
Yeah, like I don't know
which
if
again Fitzcarraldo does better.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a random thing, but it does. Like, it's about, obviously the production of that movie was horrible, and so the ending of the film with that story of like how the production went is like, you know, that's all very cool. That's all very neat and tidy and like cool to think about more than this movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this movie's ass.
It is.
Like, so boring.
Normally...
And the characterization is so much flatter than in the other two films we're going to talk about. there are like
It's just non-existent.
it's just like not existing. Kinski's playing himself.
Yep, basically.
He starts the
Not even
movie
acting.
as like a bandit, and he's like, I'm a bad guy, and then he's just kind of that, but like duller, and then he's like a fish out of water, and he's just kind of like almost like doesn't care what's happening. I don't know. He's just very dejected in the middle part of the film.
Because he was over here. Because when he's going to be sent off to Africa, he's like overhearing all the guys plotting to like, oh, we're gonna fuck this guy over. We're gonna send him to Africa. Like he hears all of that, and then he goes there, and then he's like upset that things aren't going his way, and then like people like they're not picking up the slaves, and like he's not getting money. And it's like, what did you expect? I don't understand. Like you knew you were going into a bad deal, right?
Yeah, and he just let
It's
it
like,
happen.
I don't understand. Like
So weird.
Because normally we talk about like the themes of stories and we delve deep, but I have nothing to delve deep,
there's not
deep
really
into here.
No, the protagonist is a very weird guy. It feels like two stories were like mushed together because the first half, like the first, not half, but like the first third, the opening act, pretty much before he goes to Africa, is like about this devil may care, like, he's a rebel, he's a rogue, like he's not your average bandit in the late 1800s. He's like cool and suave, but also dangerous and shit like that,
Yeah.
And then the movie just jumps to a story of like an out of fish, almost like aristocrat who's trying to like
Be a slave.
colonize parts of Africa because he has like interest, like financial interest, but like that they don't make those two parts don't really make sense together.
Yeah.
Like it feels like the second part of the movie is happening to a different person than who we were introduced to at like initially.
Yeah.
And then it's just further confused because the movie's called Cobra Verde, so it's like about this character, but who is this guy? I don't know.
Yeah. And because I thought
He seems very confused.
Yeah, and because I thought with the beginning of the film, the way it was like framing him as a character and the way it was all set up, I was like, oh, this is going to be like Herzog's take on a Western.
Yeah.
Like especially
Yeah, that's what I thought.
like
That's what I thought.
Because
would've
I
been
had
fine with that.
no idea about the plot of this film, and so when it wasn't that, and like he gets hired at the plantation, it's like, oh, I guess this isn't going to be that type of thing, and then it very much wasn't. And then he had sex with 3 minors, and like it all goes. It all really goes downhill quickly for the guy.
Kind of
really.
deserved. Yeah, sex with 3 minors. I kind of want to see your downfall.
It's a shame. He was such a nice guy. He was. Yeah.
But when he's like training up like all the African warriors, when he grabs the spear and he's like, you do it like this, you watch all the extras back off. They're fucking terrified when he gets a hold of a spear.
Yeah, I thought that as
they
well.
fucking like disband. They were fucking out of there. And I couldn't imagine the fear of the person that was like seeing him come at them with a spear, going, down, you hit them like this.
He's so
I'd shit myself.
And because then, right after that, he's holding like one of the swords and like hitting like the shields they have. Like he's hitting the shield so hard, like with all of his force. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like these are people. You're actually trying to kill these people. And, like I can't imagine being Herzog and like going to the extras afterwards and going like, I'm so sorry, but he's like insane. You have to.
I'm sorry that I contacted this guy like a 5th time.
I couldn't help.
I don't know what
myself.
I was doing. Like I just couldn't help myself. I just couldn't help myself. I could not do it.
Well, apparently during the production of this movie, Kinski was like begging Herzog to like direct the movie he wrote, and Herzog was like, "It's unfilmable, bro. I'm not doing it." But in reality, he was like, "I just don't want to work with this guy ever again." But the whole time in this movie, Kinski's like begging him. He's like, "Please direct my movie," and he's like, "It's unfilmable. I read your script. I'm not doing it." So then Kinski decided to direct it. That was his only like directing credit.
I'm sure that's a masterpiece. We sit on that one.
Yeah, that movie came out.
Devil. It's basically a devil violinist. That's
oh yeah, a Patreon exclusive. That'll be that one.
Yeah, that's Patreon exclusive.
That movie would be buck wild. Holy shit, that would be insane.
Imagine he was.
I'd
your
hate
boss.
signing up for
That's
it,
so
knowing
funny.
that he's the boss. I'd be like, oh, so who's directing it? Oh, Kinski. I don't care how much.
How desperate am I really? How desperate am I really?
Do I really need work? Like, am I that low?
Do I really care about this whole movie business? I don't know.
Yeah, there's some nice shots in this movie.
Yeah,
Yes.
some.
Yeah, but there's like nice shots in all of Herzog's films, and they're just
Yeah.
better, but they're like good,
But they're-
better movies. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like
I-
a lot of this movie's also just like, fuck, man. Like, I get that you're Herzog, but like, why does the shot have to hold for like, or like the same scene?
I
or just, like,
honestly had flashbacks to the Serpent and the Rainbow.
it
with this
I
movie.
did too.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought the
it
same
kind of
thing.
felt like that.
Because like it's like it's like an alien culture to us, and like we're seeing their practices, and like the shots linger for way too long, and like we're immersed for way too long, and like the characterization is like non-existent. I was getting a lot of flashbacks, and I
Yeah.
didn't like those flashbacks.
Yeah,
What have
I
you done to
agree.
me, Jacob? Twice now you've done this to me.
Fucking Jacob, bro.
The same movie twice.
Yeah, but this one was
they are
better.
kind of similar too.
But
It was
they
better,
are
you're right.
similar.
It was better, but I probably had a little bit more fun with the other one because of how insane it fucking was.
Yeah, because there was a shot in this where they're like waving the flags, and he
Yeah.
shows it. Then they cut away. They do some other stuff, and then he comes back to it, and they're doing the
Yeah.
flags in reverse. I'm like, oh, okay,
I was
that's
looking
cool.
at- I was looking at that
guess.
scene and like,
Thanks for showing me that they're gonna do it backwards, and it's gonna come back to the first guy. Like,
Wait,
I
'cause
was
I was-
waiting for that.
Cause like, oh, they're sending a message with the flags, like, we're alerting them of a message. But like, how is the message actually being sent? Because then, like you say, they show the shot, but it's like in reverse now because they're receiving
Yeah, they're
a message.
responding.
But like, how are they actually like conveying what's being said?
It doesn't
Is like
matter,
Morse
Alex, they're
code?
I
responding.
didn't understand. I didn't even know what the fucking message.
But,
like,
But,
they
but then
actually
what's the
make
point of
contact
having a
with that guy.
chain? You
Yeah,
could
'cause
have a
I was
guy
gonna
just on
say-
the other side
Yeah, 'cause I
waving
was
the
gonna say-
flag.
I was gonna say, like, why would you have like 1,000 people with flags when you can just have like 3 guys spread out?
Because it's cool.
Nah, bro.
It's
bro, they need to have
crucial.
a
They're all
chain.
doing a different Morse code.
What
That's
if-
what
what if
told
in the
me.
gap-
I was so
He
confused.
told
What if
me,
in the
right?
gap they leave? What if in the gap they leave, someone doesn't see the signal or some shit?
Yeah,
exactly.
I'd be staring
But-
out in the water, and I'd be like, "Oh fuck!"
You gotta be right
Yeah,
there
yeah.
so that even if you're half asleep, you feel the wind of the flag next to you. You go, oh shit!
And then the kid who was like with them up in the tower, he's like doing tricks, and then he gets up and starts doing the flag wave.
It's like,
And
why?
like he's almost hitting Kinski in the face, and like that kid must be terrified. Like, oh my god, I don't want to touch him. But
Oh,
yeah,
there's just so much up. There's just so many like shots in this movie. God, how many shots there were?
there's so many. Oh,
the,
actually,
the
actually,
captain guy showed like Kinski or Cobra Verde the crab room. You know,
yeah, I was,
we
I
had
was-
to see the crab
Yeah,
room
I didn't know what that
and the
was.
bat room.
Yeah, the
He's
bat.
like, look how abandoned this place is, man. We got crabs in this
Holy
room,
fuck.
and we got bats in this one.
It's like a zoo.
And you
the
know what?
crab
Here is a
room.
bunch of graves too. That's all we have to offer.
Oh my god.
And then like the next morning, they're all like raiding his castle.
yeah, but rating it, but like fixing it up. It's like
Yeah, they're painting it
I was
for
like, what is happening? Because at the beginning of the movie, like when he's like when he's back in Brazil and he's like it's in like the mud area, he's like really dirty and like doesn't get paid and he gets
Oh,
really
yeah.
angry.
Yeah.
And because like then it's like it's a shot's really dark. It's at nighttime and like he says like you have to be awake when I kill you or something. And then he kills the guy.
Yeah,
And, like-
I couldn't see what
like-
was going on.
And like that shot like lasts for like 3 seconds. And like that is like a whole catalyst of him becoming a criminal. But like we couldn't see or understand anything that
Is
was
that
happening.
why he's a criminal?
Yeah, because like
What
he's
the
work, cause, like
fuck?
okay, so he was a farmer, and then the farming doesn't work out.
Yeah,
So
there's
then
a
he's
drought.
working at this like mud place, like doing something, and he doesn't get paid. And so then
Lifted
He's making
mud.
mud pies.
he doesn't get paid, and then in like a 3-second shot, he's like, I'm gonna wake you up so you're awake when I kill you, and then it cuts to him being a criminal. It's like what the fuck is happening? Because like that shot lasts for 3 seconds, and like that is probably the quickest shot Herzog's ever done. Because I was so
Yeah.
fucking confused.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and you can't see anything.
You can't see
either.
anything. You
You
don't know
can't see
what's
fucking
happening.
Anything.
And then he's like,
Because it
he's
cuts
like,
to
"Oh, well."
black, and I moved my controller because I thought my screen turned off. And then words, like, because it's black and it's silent for like 3 or 4 seconds, and then he says something,
Yeah, it's like,
and then you see the flash, and then it just cuts to daytime when he's in like
And then he's just like-
plaza.
and then it just cuts to him being like a well-known criminal. Because then it's like, oh my god, it's what the fuck?
It's the
is his
Cobra.
name?
It's Cobra Verde.
It's Cobra Verde. Oh my god! And they're all running. And then
bandit.
it's
It's
that.
Klaus Kinski.
And then it's that guy. Yeah, they were just running because it was Klaus. Like, oh my
Mm.
god, what's he doing here? But then like he talks to that guy.
God, who brought this sicko
Oh my
to
god,
our
it's
town?
Kinski, what the fuck? But then he's talking to that guy in the bar, and I couldn't tell you a single thing they say in that bar.
Oh, there's something
that
about
guy,
fucking
the English
snow.
dub was so bad.
Oh, well,
English
the
dub is
German one was
It
bad
was
as well.
fucking horrible. And then
Oh
like
my
he
God.
stops halfway through his like metaphor, I guess, and he just starts laughing. I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on here?
Because
And then they actually go into like a normal conversation. I can't remember what the
I
conversation
couldn't tell you a
was
single
about.
thing they say.
I just remember the snowflake.
Because Klaus says like, "Oh, I don't have any friends, but like now you're a friend or something." And then like later in the movie, he's saying like, "I have no friends or family to go back to." It's like, what about that guy from the bar, bro?
Yeah,
you got that
go
one
see
guy.
him again.
But
I don't
even
know.
that is just like, but
like,
you
I
had
don't know.
no one to begin with.
Yeah, I was just
Like,
so-
why are you talking
was so
about going
confused.
back home?
Yeah,
You never had anyone. I don't know.
yeah, you got like a warrant out for your arrest from England. You got no money. You got no prospects. Like, why not just stay here, bro?
Yeah, because they told him,
fucking do
all
something
your
with your
assets
life.
was like handed over to the bank. And he was like,
Ah,
Ah.
finally something different. What does that even mean? What do we even mean by that? Because that's what he says. I don't know.
slavery is
I have
is a
I have
crime.
nothing. I
like,
have
oh,
nothing
is
to
it?
say about this movie.
We've been talking for almost half an hour.
I can't believe it.
I think we could say like
Yeah, that's it.
like
Two
a
out-
tiniest
two-
bit more.
2 out of 5.
It's a 2
That's
out of
all
5.
I have
You're
to
already
say.
giving ratings.
That's all I have to
Yeah.
say.
All
No,
I know
you can
is
keep
that
talking. I just have
I
nothing
put
else to add.
subtitles on for the movie,
Me too.
and it was the kind of subtitles where it was like, for some reason, when they'd stop talking, the subtitle would like linger of the last line they said.
I wish
Um,
that happened for the German one.
And
I-
basically, it
was
meant
so
that like for 5 minutes you would just see the same line at the bottom of
Oh,
the
that
screen,
wasn't
and that
the
happened
vibe.
like
Wait,
10
what?
times.
Oh, that's too.
Because Alex,
that's
did you
really
watch the
bad.
Beer Fire one? Like your box
Yeah,
set?
yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because that didn't happen with ours. Because I know that's
Oh,
like
okay.
Mine was an alternative copy.
Yeah, because I know those alternative
I
copies.
procured of the film.
They
Oh, okay.
some subtitle files do linger like that. Because I had one
Oh, okay.
where subtitles actually wouldn't disappear, and they all started like
Stacking on
overlapping
top.
each other, and it just became
That's
this
the
white
worst.
block at the bottom of my screen by the end
That's
of the movie.
smart.
But I kept it on for curiosity. Like I can't remember
I
what
wanted
movie
to
what was
see
that
how
I can't
far
remember
it
what
would
movie it
go.
was, but it was a few years ago.
That's fucking crazy.
And I was like, this is really funny. It was in English too. I didn't need the subtitles, thankfully. But I just wanted to see how far it would go,
I just
and it
wanted to
went
see.
all the
It
way.
crashed. It crashed the entire movie.
That's fucking great.
I was gonna say something about the movie, but I forgot. It wouldn't have been of substance.
You really wanted to bring up the pig sex again.
Yeah, I mean, I watched that and I was like, oh, the camera's really lingering on this pig shot. And then it panned over and I was like, oh, are those two having sex?
And
And
then
it
it was like, move the camera, quick, get that fucking.
You get him. You gotta get him, bro. Yeah.
Or, I don't know. I just feel like this was Herzog at, you know, like when an auteur or an author of a work or something, when they're like not at their best, you start to notice like
The
some of
cracks.
their impulses are just being like used really badly, or like they're kind of like, I don't know, like it's almost like you're watching someone you love get like progressively drunker and like falling
Yeah.
into behaviors that you didn't notice as much before. I don't know. There's a lot of shots in this, and they're too long, and there's a
Yeah.
lot of skin in this movie,
There
and I
is.
was not into
And,
how
like,
much
a lot,
fucking nudity there was, because
nudity
it was
and,
not
like-
needed at
and
all.
also like, I'm pretty certain like underage nudity as well. Like,
Oh yeah,
Guaranteed.
Definitely.
and because like there's a scene where like there's a bunch of girls like singing, and Klaus enters frame, and he's like really happy. Like, bro is not acting in this scene. Like, he's like happy to be there,
Yeah.
and like he's like rubbing his
Bro's
hands
not
on their.
acting.
He's rubbing his hands on like one of their shoulders, and I was cringing. Like,
I think
what are you doing,
Yeah, I think he
Klaus?
like touched one of their stomachs.
I'm
or
pretty
something,
sure
and
he
I was
did.
like,
It's
that-
like, what are
I
you
was
doing,
like, those
bro?
girls are not of age, like
Yeah,
at all.
like stop that right now, Klaus. But oh my god, I was gonna say something again, but it's like a curse. Every time I think of something for this movie, it makes me forget. Why?
You're gonna forget
Oh,
this
that's right.
movie after this episode.
Because like you were saying, Tess, things linger and like you can't see the cracks when when the movie isn't as good, you see the cracks in the auteurs.
Yeah,
in
like
their-
in their craft, like
yeah,
in their
in their
choices.
craft. And because I had watched Lessons of Darkness last night, and because that documentary, it's what 54 minutes long, and
Yeah.
I don't know, Herzog talks for maybe 20 minutes of that movie, of that documentary, and then a lot of it is just silent, sweeping shots with score behind it, and it's leaving you, the audience, just to sit there in that moment and just like come up with your own thoughts of what you're seeing and your own beliefs and whatnot, which is fantastic and really works as a documentary. But it doesn't work really in film, and especially when the film is very shallow, like this movie.
Yeah.
And I feel
Yeah.
like Herzog was kind of morphing his like I mean, I feel like in all of his movies,
they've all got a
he's very
documentary feel.
documentary style.
Yeah.
But with this one especially, and like, there's not too much dialogue, and a lot of it is just like, look at this shot, and like, ooh, what are you thinking in this shot? But like,
yeah, and then
it was just
and
too
then
much.
the dialogue again, because I noticed this with like Fitzcarraldo, but it wasn't really a problem there. But in this movie, a lot of the dialogue is like so like expository
Yeah,
and just like information. You know,
'cause
it's just information.
I was gonna say, like, a lot of it just seems really like face value, like, here's what's happening, this is what's happening, like, very expository, as you said. But even then, I was still lost.
It doesn't
Like, I
work.
still
Yeah, I
had
was
no
lost
idea
as
what was
fuck, dude.
happening. Like, I realized, like, all they're doing is giving me information and telling me what's happening. But I still had no idea where the plot was going.
Like the
Yeah.
entire like
Which
story
I don't
of
know
the-
if that's a fault of me, but I don't know.
No,
Like,
I think
even-
it's just a really messy
Story.
Yeah, I think so.
story, yeah. Or just a messy movie in general.
Definitely more than than the other movies we're gonna talk about, which are much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like weird choices in this movie. But again, like a very Herzog film. This is like
It is.
I watched a lot of fucking Herzog movies. Not a lot, but like I watched quite a few. This is like,
I think I've seen 10
and so I feel like I definitely
in the
have
last, like,
a
3
little
months.
bit of a grasp on his style, and I just felt like he was just not using it for like a worthy movie. I don't know, and like
Yeah.
he just got lost in his own like quest for adequate images, as he says.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's just going through the motions. He's like, I'm making another movie.
I'm fucking working with Klaus Kinski again. After I
God
contacted
fucking
him.
damn it.
Damn
Yeah,
it.
like, after I
I'm-
willingly
I'm-
hired him. What have I done to myself and my crew?
Again.
Yeah, for the
Again.
5th time.
Well,
Yeah.
you gotta.
He was
It's
tame
for-
for
it's
like
for
2 of those
art, bro.
movies, but only because he was only tame in Wozzeck because they filmed that 5 days after Nosferatu. They begun filming Wozzeck, and then
Oh,
That's
damn.
fantastic.
and Herzog was like, yeah, he was fucking exhausted. So like he was like he was so compliant because he was so tired.
Well, I wonder what that performance is like then. If
Yeah,
he's like
I wanna
really,
see it
just really
too.
docile. Because like he's really good in Fitzcarraldo, and because like
Yeah.
I don't like, because knowing who Klaus was fucking insane, watching Fitzcarraldo was like, oh, this guy's like a really good actor. Like I can't really tell that this man is actually insane behind the camera.
Yeah,
And,
I've got stories from that
Insane.
from watching the doco. I wish I had time to watch Burden of Dreams, which by the way is in that Herzog box set. He didn't even direct that documentary.
What is Burden
That's
of
in
Dreams?
there,
What is
really?
that one?
Yeah, it's
Burden of Dreams. It's just
it's
a
the-
documentary about the making of Fitzcarraldo.
Oh, okay, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's in the box set. He didn't direct that. Some other guy directed it.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
shame.
cool.
It's a shame that the his documentaries aren't in the box set though.
yeah.
That would have been really cool.
There's a few makings of in there
Yeah.
on like 2 of the movies, but that's kind of it. I don't even know if there's many audio like commentaries.
Nah, his
No, I
his
don't think so.
documentary work is too. It's
Too
It's
vast.
like, it's vast, but it's also just like it's not like narrative films. So like
Yeah.
there's a lot of like just American networks who produce his like documentaries.
Yeah.
Like he literally like I think Encounters at the End of the World is literally like National Geographic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
So like when are you ever gonna get National Geographic, this fucking wildlife foundation, to like, oh bro, come on, put out a Blu-ray, please. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
like it's
fair
just
enough.
not what they care about.
Yeah. Fair
And that's like I feel like that's a lot of people because he's made like docos. He basically gets called somewhere and they're like, bro, can you please make a movie
Yeah.
about this or something? Like we'll give you money, and he'll just be like, sure.
Yeah, sure. I'll
Like,
do it.
Even Into the Abyss was like a continuation of like this documentary series he was doing called like Death Row,
Yeah.
which was like, on some American channel, like NBC or some shit. So like, they own all the rights to that like
Yeah, right.
series of stuff that he did and the movie. It's just all over the place.
Yeah, right. Well,
I think we can wrap
I
this
think
one
that's
up.
that's an end to.
Anyway, it's two out of 5.
Yep, 2 out of 5.
Yeah,
I was
2 out of
thinking of giving
5.
it a 3
Nah.
for about 20 minutes of the movie, and then it went to a 2 out of 5.
Yep.
Yeah,
I agree.
2 out of 5.
All right, that's a nice 6 out of 15.
6 out of 15.
All right.
Fuck, not looking good for this Herzog Kinski duo.
That's all right.
Let's hope things turn a lot.
The
so
next 2, I feel like
Yeah.
What are we going to talk about next?
That's exactly right.
Or what are we talking about now?
We'll talk about Nosferatu.
I
I
guess
think
we
so.
talk.
Save the
Spoilers
best.
for.
Save the best for last.
I've memorized our whole intro. Whenever I hear that 12 Angry Men line, I just expect Alex's follow-up voiceover to go, spoilers for. So it's so. I was quoting that the other day. Like, my sickly, gaze. Like, yesterday, I was walking around the house going, so what do we do now? I guess we talk. Spoilers for. That's all I was doing for like an hour. Like, coughing hysterically.
Just going
In between.
insane.
That's so real.
I was like in an insane asylum. Anyway, next movie. Which one?
Anyway, we'll do Nosferatu.
Alright, I guess I'll
Directed by Robert Eggers.
What a great movie. So, the next one. Nosferatu the Vampyre. Directed by Werner Herzog. Starring
What?
Klaus Kinski.
Yeah, who
It'd be
else?
funny if
and
I did
Hitler,
watch the
the guy
Eggers
that
one.
played Hitler.
What? Yeah, Bruno.
Bruno,
yeah.
yeah.
The guy that played
He's in
Hitler.
Wings of Desire
It's-
too.
Yeah, he is.
It follows a man named Thomas Harker who
Thomas.
Jonathan.
Jonathan, that's right, it's Jonathan.
Or as
Jonathan.
yeah, or as
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
That's right, it's Jonathan.
Jonathan.
I'm just gonna call
Jonathan.
him Harker. Where Harker gets employed
Poor-
by a
Poor Isabel. Jonathan. You know,
he
he
gets
just wanted her
employed
husband back.
by a fucking agency to go and get a house for the famous is he called all? No, it's just
Well,
Nosferatu.
Because
For Dracula.
they mentioned Nosferatu in the movie, but then he is just Dracula. So I was
Yeah.
very confused.
But
Like, does he just
Nosferatu
have
means
multiple
Dracula, so it's
names?
like,
Oh right, is that how it works?
yeah, but I think it's like a made up word that was meant to mean
Because he
Dracula.
is Count Dracula in the movie.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah, they're
Anyway,
all the same
So
names.
it's just the classic story of Dracula, but it's kind of like takes from the 20s version of the film a lot. Like there are like Herzog has taken some of those shots because I've seen the 20s movie and like he I guess paid homage to them, but like he kind of like ripped them like straight from the movie, but with like his style. And like Klaus Kinski looks like exactly like the Dracula from the 20s version. Like it's almost 1-to-1 from the teeth to the ears, the bald head, the fingernails. It's 1-to-1, pretty much exactly.
Mm.
And then I noticed, I don't know if you guys also noticed, but Robert Eggers also took, or was inspired by a lot from this movie. I can't remember exactly what shots there were, but I remember seeing a few of those
Well,
shots.
yeah,
in
there's
I
a
remember
scene
seeing
when-
that in the Eggers one,
yeah.
which was really
It's
cool.
called Nosferatu.
Because the scene when
it's also
Jonathan leaves town and like he's heading to the castle and like it's him riding the horse and like the shot is of him riding the horse. It's like, oh my god, Eggers did this shot.
Yeah. And then there's the scenes with the beaches, and then when
Yeah, the cemetery is like the exact same.
Mrs. Harker.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
And
settings
like that,
feel very
There's
similar.
a scene when Dracula comes to town and the shadow opens the door.
Yeah, yeah.
And you just see the shadow until the hand pops into
Yeah.
it. That's so cool. I
But
love that
so
shot.
did you guys watch the English version of this movie or did you watch the
I did watch the English.
Yeah, okay.
Because they
I watched
the
filmed
English
it
as well,
twice
yeah, so-
in English and in German.
Yeah.
But Herzog did say the German one felt more naturalistic.
Yeah.
But the English one was just
Is
like really good. It was
'Cause
too
I'll-
good not to.
yeah,
it was like the
'cause-
best dubbing out of all three of these movies.
yeah, because I was looking because before watching it, I was wondering which version should I watch, and I was reading stuff about it, and so the English one is supposedly somewhat better directed, like some shots are better blocked and laid out,
What the fuck?
and because
yeah.
in that scene when Dracula comes to what's her name, Lucy, Lucy.
Yeah.
When he first
Lucy,
meets
yeah.
Lucy, and like he opens the door and she's in the mirror and you can't see him and it's just his shadow. apparently in the German version you actually can see him in the mirror, which obviously doesn't work because he's a vampire, and so like things like that. And so even though they're speaking English and maybe that's not their native language, the actual direction of the film is somewhat better. But plus, they're still good in English anyway.
Yeah, and also the voices
because
are
all of them
funny.
was in English. They all played it in English and German. But imagine having to do the movie twice. Where it was like,
That's crazy.
Great scene. Now do it in German.
Like you have to be so bilingual. Fucking crazy.
Yeah, I know, to pull it off. Because
these Europeans, man.
Yeah,
they're crazy.
They know what's up.
Crazy.
Did Kinski do his English voice for all three of these
Not
movies?
Cobra Verde, he didn't come back for it because he was like done. He was done with Herzog, and Herzog was done with him. So they had someone else do both the German and the English.
The German guy was way better than the English guy for Cobra Verde.
Yeah.
I literally could not handle the English dub of that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just English for some reason. They're all English. They're all like very English.
Yeah.
They're in Cobra Verde.
I think a lot of them did speak
Verde.
English in that movie though. Because
They did, but
still,
it was just like,
I didn't do
the one of the guys, the sugar plantation. He's like, we are at war with England. It's like, bro, you're fucking English. What are you talking about? What do you mean? You're in England. You sound like you're all from England. Like, what are you on about? And then the African people have very like tropey, stereotypical
Jesus,
accents.
thank God I didn't watch the English version. That sounds so bad.
It's horrible.
Which about Cobra Verde for some reason. But when he was like giving I can't remember that guy's name with the red coat. When he was giving the tour to Klaus Kinski, it just sounded so stereotypical.
That is not. That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah, it was so funny.
He was like, "I'm not going
to." Anyway, onto it. Let's say on the good movie. Let's say on the good movie.
Count Dracula.
Like, there's a part of the three that I've seen. This is my second favorite.
Yeah, I
All
agree.
three that I've seen, this is number 2.
Yeah, I agree.
Big props.
Oh my god, what's number 1 gonna be?
On
Patreon,
I will reveal it.
You have watched Aguero, Jacob. I guess that you've seen 4 of his movies.
I've watched Aguero.
Oh, no, I meant not like
just of these
adaptations.
Oh, you mean Dracula adaptation?
It was number 2 out of the
That's
3.
right.
Oh wow, okay.
Sorry.
I thought you were making.
I've seen like 9 Herzog movies.
Oh, okay,
and, including dogs.
Okay, well, anyway.
This is probably still my second favorite movie by Herzog.
Yeah, fair enough.
It still applies, but
yeah.
And then same with the podcast. This is also number 2 out of the 3. It all. But yeah,
God, we are just so off ball here. We are just fucking rambling about nothing.
We are really not.
I know. All right, let's talk about the movie.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
To stay on point with the movie. There's a point when the captain of the ship that Nosferatu's on, the captain says like, ever since we left the Caspian Sea, like we've been plagued with death. And I was just thinking like, how the fuck were you in the Caspian Sea? What are you talking about? That's like a landlocked sea in the Middle East. What are you talking about? I was very confused about that. Anyway, so that's my point.
Like a whole
that's
thing
my
where
because like they're in Romania.
There's like no sea that gets access to
because like
where they live.
They're in Romania, and then he's in the Caspian Sea, which is like 5 countries over. Like, what are you talking about? Anyway, that's my one piece on the film.
That's the only thing about this movie. Yeah, is that just in general along that there's a lot of just teleportation.
Yeah, there is.
It's like, because it's like obviously it's like below 2 hours, and you're adapting like a 500 page story. So it's just like, what are we gonna cut out? We'll cut out all the fucking traveling.
Yeah, which is a bit not a bit strange, but like in terms of the things that he kept, because I mean I couldn't help but compare this to Eggers' Nosferatu, and I was just thinking, I prefer that film like immensely over this one, but this is still a good movie. I'm not doubting that, but a lot of this movie, I think like Lucy as a character barely exists as a character. Like she's there doing stuff, like saying things, but like I don't know who this woman is. Like she is Jonathan's wife, and like Jonathan's wife, and that's it. And like because the whole when she's like walking through the town after the plague has gone through, and they're all dancing in hysteria, and like she's walking through and
fucking
like, oh,
love
this
that
is
scene.
that's all crazy, and like that's a great scene. That's really good. I really like that.
Yeah,
But,
I
like,
love that.
I like, do you want to do some characterization for this character who's like essentially going to kill the bad guy of this movie?
Yeah.
I just thought, I don't know, I thought that was
Nah.
a bit like, I don't know, a bit of a misstep. And because even like when the captain of the ship he's brought in by the doctors and they're all looking at him and they all like decipher, they're like, oh, it must be the plague, and like then they all they all go into hysteria and they all run out. But like we already knew that was the case from like when Rainfield was reading the newspaper in the prison cell. Like it was just characters we don't know figuring something out that we already do know. So I was just wondering, like, why would you keep this scene?
It's kind
And,
of
like,
a
the,
little bit like
the-
the 20s version.
I guess, but like I was just wondering, like, why keep this scene and why not replace it with something to actually further the development of like Lucy or
Yeah,
I don't know,
agree.
Jonathan's like development into a vampire, which I did not actually see
Yeah,
coming.
that was
'cause,
cool.
Again,
I really
I
liked
only
Yeah.
know
That was cool.
Egger's version of the story.
Yeah, it was. I loved that like twist, and how like he kind of like rides off into like the.
Does that happen in the first one? In the first one, in the 22
No,
version?
I don't believe so. I can't remember
Oh,
to
okay.
be honest, because by the end I was struggling to keep up
Yeah, I
with
think
like.
it's just a
'Cause
twist.
that was like my first like silent film, and I was kind of like struggling to keep up with it oddly, because like they say, because in those silent films it's like text will pop up on the screen, it's like a car, and I was kind of struggling
Yeah.
to keep up with it a little bit, and like the visuals are very different in that movie, and also a lot was actually
good descriptor.
missing that they had to fill in, but
Yeah.
I don't believe that actually was the case, but I could be wrong, I don't remember, but
Yeah.
Well,
I
it's
don't think
not.
it's
It's
in
not in the
any other
Nosferatu
adaptation.
2024.
Yeah.
So it must be an
Which is so cool, 'cause
original
when-
edition.
you know, Lucy puts the
Like the salt
bread-
or whatever.
Yeah, no, wasn't it like
Or because
the
I read what it was,
bread?
but I couldn't
like
tell
the
you
holy
now.
bread? And like she crumpled it around.
Yeah, it was something like it might have been
crumbled-
baking soda.
Consecrated host. What?
What?
Lucy spreads crumbled consecrated host in Dracula's coffins and around Jonathan. So I don't know
Anyway,
what that
when
is.
Jonathan's like to the maid, oh come sweep here.
Like
It's really...
ashes?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Yeah. And
Makes
then
sense.
he's like,
Oh, that's
go,
what-
go,
there's
go
a-
clean. It's really
Sorry,
dirty over here. And he's like, you fucking
Yeah,
idiot. And like he's like, get me my horse. I'm getting out of here.
There's a
I just love how he sidesteps
Yeah,
like a fucking
yeah,
cartoon
yeah.
character.
It's like Tom and Jerry.
He's
I
like,
thought that
oh, I
was
better
just
get out now.
hilarious. I actually laughed.
I laughed.
He's like,
I
what?
laughed in the movie when Nosferatu he's got into like the mainland. He's finally got into the place, the town.
Some
Yeah,
someplace in
actually-
Europe. I don't know.
someplace.
Couldn't
Anyway,
tell
when he
you.
finally gets there, and he's taking all these coffins to like the church
Yeah,
or
when he
something.
holds the coffin.
And, like he's walking like he's like holding these coffins that are obviously like polystyrene or some shit. But anyway, he puts the coffin down in the church, and as he's leaving the church, he looks at like a cross on the wall, and
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
he like shrieks
was
away
so
from it. I
funny.
thought that was funny. I thought that was
Klaus
funny.
is-
And like then he just like walked out
Klaus
the
is
door. It's
acting
like-
in this movie, and like some of the shots were like this was like almost a comedy, because I was laughing with that shot of like the town. It's all out of focus, and like Klaus just like turns to face the camera, and it's just him.
Oh yeah,
That was
yeah.
hilarious. And then there was a shot where it cuts to him just on his balcony at night, and he's just sitting there, just watching over the town, like not bothered or like doing
Yeah,
anything.
he's just having
a
just
chill.
happy. He's
He's
content.
a happy little guy.
I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, with the cross thing, when he
It's
goes,
funny.
oh fuck.
Yeah. And like when he first sees Lucy, when Jonathan like he
Oh,
gives
yeah,
him, like,
he's
the
just walking
contract,
in the
but, like,
streets.
His necklace
He's
falls
just
out.
like he's strolling.
Well, because when Jonathan's giving Dracula the, I'm flip flopping between Nosferatu and Dracula, but they're the same person.
Yeah.
When Jonathan's giving Dracula the contract, and then like he gives it to him, but like his necklace of Lucy falls out, and then Dracula's like, "Oh, what a beautiful neck." It's like, damn, bro, you're like not even hiding that you're a vampire.
Yeah. Also, in all these adaptations, Jonathan, whoever, Thomas, that guy, the Harker guy, always gets to the castle at night where he's let in. What happens if he shows up during the day? Does he hang around, wait for him to come home? Because like I'd
We'll
love
never
to see
know.
a version where he shows up during the day and just has to hang around for a while until he gets up and opens the doors. Because I was just, cause when I was watching, I was like, huh, no one's ever gone like during the day. Like, it's a long travel. Would they sit and wait? Would they turn back and go home? What's the logistics there?
If you spend a month
there'd
getting
probably
there,
just be no one, or you'd go to sleep because you're exhausted.
yeah.
And then you wake up and some fucking ghost is hanging over you. Like,
Yeah.
I love the.
I
the
do
town
love
bit.
because I've read a bit of the book, tiny bit of the book, and I just love I love how Kinski is like putting on the airs of like, oh, I'm not a vampire. Like, couldn't be me.
Yeah.
Like, he's just sitting there like, mate,
It's like,
my-
but it's really obvious. It is obviously him.
Yeah.
like it always like because I think in the only thing that I actually preferred in this movie was that it like over Eggers' version is that I didn't like how in Eggers' version it's like it's Dracula and like because it's Dracula like he's just immediately like menacing and it's like oh okay
Yeah,
like, okay well we know what this guy's deal is but I just like how
Yeah.
Kinski's like he's this bold ghoulish motherfucker and he's just like my servants have all retired for the night.
Yeah.
And he pours
Because-
him water. I just thought it was great.
Yeah.
I thought it was good shit.
Because
And when he's cutting the bread and he cuts his finger and Kinski's like, oh, that was a rusty knife.
Yeah.
Let me clean that for you. And like he like goes to suck it and Jonathan goes, what the
Like,
fuck are you
sucks
doing? And he goes, oh, nothing. And like lunges at him and sucks his finger.
Yeah, because just after that, he starts walking towards Jonathan, and Jonathan's walking backwards, and they're walking alongside the table, and Klaus just grabs the chair and flings it at the table.
That was
Like,
so funny.
there's no way Bruno wasn't acting there. He was just like scared of Klaus in that moment. But like what you were saying, Tess, how like, you know, he's not immediately menacing. That's probably from the original one, because in the original Nosferatu, like he's acting as like the stagecoach, like driver, and like he's like, oh, I'm duping Jonathan here and like taking him to the castle or something. So I guess because that was like the only reference for Herzog, I guess he took an aspect of that.
Well, it's just
in this
I
film.
just think it's like it's what's in the book as well.
Oh, okay.
It's what's in the novel is that he's
That
just
makes
like is this like Jonathan is just like this guy is fucking weird, but then he's just like I want to serve you bread and meat.
I
You
kinda know
must be very thirsty.
And they cut the bread the same way. I want to cut bread like that. Like you grab the knife and just
That's how I cut
into
bread.
your thumb.
you know.
You can come to my house
they
and cut
do
my
it.
bread for me.
They do it in like both the like Robert Eggers one and this one. They cut bread the same way, and I'm like, wow, I've never cut
like-
bread like that.
It's like a reference.
It's like a reference.
That's
I've
what
never
the
cut
film
bread
gets.
like that.
That's what this film makes
The
me want
film
to do.
got
It makes you want to
cutting
cut,
bread
It
cut
makes
bread.
me want to cut bread and like kind of rub
Nowhere else.
Kinski's head.
Nowhere
Like,
else.
is it pasty? Does it feel pasty?
What are you
I
talking?
want to rub his head.
Nowhere else are conversations being had like quite like this. This is what our audience comes.
Nah, he's
comes
onto
This is-
something.
this
He's
is
onto
you
something
coming.
there.
Yeah, you want to?
I
Don't you
agree.
just want to rub his head?
Are there
Yeah, I'd
even
love to
themes
rub
in
that
this
head.
movie?
Like just
I don't know, bro. It's
What the fuck
fucking
are we
Dracula.
talking about?
It's fucking Dracula. Like, do you want to talk about Dracula? Hey man, you ever watch this niche horror story? I don't know if you would have heard of it. It's called Dracula.
It's got Adam Sandler as Dracula. It's
got-
crazy.
I
Bro.
loved that, like, the castle. They go to this main dining hall, and it's just like, what is this piss steak? Like, the fucking table is cramped in this archway. It's not a great hall at all, bro. Like,
I
what
thought
is
that as
this
well.
shit?
It's like a rental castle, and like we got to stack this one room out with all this shit that we have, and like that's like all the budget allocated for.
Yeah. And I love the scene when he wakes up and he's like looking around the castle. He's like, "Where's my gracious host? Where's he
Yeah.
gone?" And he's
And
just
it's, like,
looking
all
around
empty.
in all the rooms.
Yeah, I really liked Reinfeld's actor because he was
Yeah,
just
me
fucking
too.
insane
Just
from the get go.
Yeah,
giggling.
right
like-
from the
'cause,
start.
like-
giggling.
Because Dracula is like he at least tries to play himself off as like a normal guy, but Reinfeld, nah,
Yeah,
he's just
Renfield,
crazy
yeah, he's just like-
immediately.
yeah.
And like I do not trust this man.
He's just
But,
always giggling.
he is
He's always
trusted for some
laughing
reason.
about
You
something.
know, but Jonathan is even like, I don't know. And then he's like, "You'll be compensated." And Jonathan's like, well,
Ah, well, if you
who am I? To
Lucy
decline
wants another
someone?
house or
She-
something.
yeah,
I don't know.
she's
He says something.
She's a better house
I
because she
want
deserves
my
the
Lucy
best.
a house.
And then he's like, and then Meinfeld tells him how far it is, and he goes, "Oh."
Oh.
And then he's
then
like,
Ryan's
"When
like,
do I
"You'll
leave?
be
Leave
compensated."
today."
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have to go now.
Go
I really
now?
thought he was gonna leave without saying goodbye to Lucy. But he
Yeah, I
did,
thought so too. And then when they're saying goodbye, and that cut to like him on the horse, that was just a weird cut. I don't know if you guys noticed. You know, he's like hugging her, and then all of a sudden
I
she's like
understand.
trailing after his horse. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh yes, no, that is. I guess I remember that. That
Do you
was
remember
weird.
that?
And like
That's
she's
so
like running,
weird.
just like her arm is stuck in like a 45-degree angle, and she's just like running.
Oh
after it.
yeah, I remember this.
Because
Of
like
course you do.
because Lucy, she's like, I don't know, she's like a child or something. She can't take care of herself while her husband's gone, so he has to drop her off at her friend's house. It's like, what? I thought that was very strange.
I don't know if I
Because like,
dreamt this, but like I was saying, she's like a child. But when she's like sleepwalking in the street, I swear her neighbor picks
Yeah.
her up like a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
toy,
No, the guy-
and like in
yeah, no,
between
yeah,
her like
the
his
guy-
arm, and walks her
no,
back
he, like,
inside.
no, but he picks her up like a groom and bride.
Oh,
but,
okay. I
Yeah,
swear
he
he
comes
like
outside,
picks her up and like
and
puts
then
it in between his arm like this
No.
and walks off. I swear it was like that.
no.
Maybe
But,
I dreamt that.
To actually add to that aspect, like those friends, and because Lucy finds out like, oh my dear friend, she's died, but
She doesn't give a fuck.
Lucy cares as much as I do that this person's dead, because like I don't know who this is, I don't care about this person being dead, and like neither does Lucy apparently.
That's what
so,
the Eggers one does.
I don't
better.
know. That's like
Like he
yeah,
actually
because I was gonna say like
establishes
that's why I kind of wanted like more characterization.
even though
Yeah,
Aaron
and
Taylor
also,
does
like,
like
I
that,
prefer-
it's like-
the Eggers version.
I love the part where it's like there's just some mustachio who crops up in the third act, and Lucy's talking to him, and then it's just like, "Oh, Van Helsing, help us!" It's like he just showed up.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just fucking showed up. Like what the
Shut
hell?
up and then gets like
That's
framed for murder at the end. Like,
Yeah,
what
that
is
was
this guy
fucking
doing?
hilarious.
What's this guy doing here?
Oh, that was another
But also
part.
the like to bring up when he's carrying the coffins again, like I laughed like insanely hard because it took me back to the original when Dracula like picked his own coffin up like in between his arm and was just walking around the streets looking from side to side to try and find a place to put his coffin.
Yeah.
And it just reminded me of that. Just how easily and like feeble these like stone coffins are meant to be. And he's just casually picking them up with like one arm and just strolling to like the church.
Yeah.
He just chucks it
Drop
down
it off.
somewhere.
so
Fucking breaks it
He's like,
apart.
oh, this.
Oh damn! Well, there goes
Oh.
that.
Oh shit. Oh, yeah.
And like when Lucy discovers him, she's like not really phased really. She's like, oh,
Oh, a vampire.
okay. And then like
She's not
crumbles
faced
the
at all
bread
in
into it.
this movie. I don't think she really cares.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's very
She
strange.
just-
Like
she just doesn't
Isabel,
give a shit.
like she's a good actress, I'm sure, but like I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's because we watched the English, the English. Yeah, we yeah the English.
I don't
one,
think
yeah.
it would have changed
Yeah.
much, to be honest.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, because it's like, director Herzog, what are you doing? Like, give her something.
Because even when
To work
Jonathan
with.
makes it back, she's like, "Oh, my husband,
Yeah,
he's
it's
back
like-
now." And, like that's kind of it. She's like, "Oh, my husband's back from like this like 5-month journey,
and he's
I'm
like
so,
a
I'm so
ghost.
happy."
He's like a ghost of his former self as well. She's like, I don't know. It's like never. It's like there's like
She-
no
she's like,
development.
"He's
I don't know.
sick. You know, I'm
Yeah.
gonna put him in a chair. Fuck the
He's just
bed. I'm
got a
gonna sit him
cold.
in a chair.
He's just got
I'd kill
cold.
myself
He's
He
got a
has
cold.
if I got
amnesia.
sat in a chair and I'm dying. It's like, lay me in bed, woman, please.
Please.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's just a lot of funny shit in this movie. I love the part where
is really-
he's gone up the waterfall. They're like, you can't go up that canyon pass. It's dangerous. It's so treacherous. And then he goes up. This is a fucking handrail. Like
it's
oh my
uncharted
God,
territory.
everyone get to cover. I thought that was really funny, and I swear he's like, I don't know what's funny. I can't remember. I don't think he's holding it. I think he's like kind of shimmying along the wall.
Okay,
Yeah,
isn't
he
he?
is
He's like
shimmy.
looking over and like looking at the water. And he's like, wow,
It's
look at the
like-
water. It's so dangerous.
He's like, it doesn't fucking matter. There's a fucking handrail right there, bro.
That's
You'll be
funny.
fine.
Well, because like as well as that, like in the town that the film is set, I was like wondering, like, okay, so when is this movie based? Because it was very much like modern day architecture. Because obviously they
Yeah.
couldn't like make their own sets. So it's like, okay, this is like 1970s. I don't know, fucking Germany somewhere.
I swear it's set. I don't know, like.
Well, no,
when
because
we
it's obviously
went to
not,
Europe-
because they have horses and carriages. so
When
it's
we went to
obviously, like-
Yes.
Europe, like I swear there was like a river through every city, and they all
Yeah,
looked
well,
like that.
yeah.
So I have no fucking
Yeah.
clue.
Because
which
this
one.
was made.
I was
Because a
wondering-
lot of the actors are French. but they are speaking in German and English, so they must also
It could
speak
be.
French
It could have
too.
been in. It could have been in Paris or something.
it
I
might
wouldn't be
have been.
surprised.
Wherever it is, I was just wondering. So, like before any story beats had happened, there was just some exterior shots. I was like, oh, is this like set in current day? This film, but no, they just couldn't set dress
No,
the
they just
whole
couldn't be
town,
fucked,
which makes
bro.
sense.
Yeah, I mean,
This
I
could
doubt
be
a Herzog
fucked.
production would get, you know, a massive amount of
A lot,
funding.
yeah, no,
And like
but
he does pretty well.
it
with a
still
small
worked
budget.
because the whole town square was really cool, and like progressively as the plague spreads, the shop fronts are boarded up with timber. I thought that was really cool, and again, like the whole townsfolk dancing with hysteria. I really
That
liked.
was the scene when I was like, okay, like Herzog can kind of direct. What the fuck? The budget for this movie was USD 1.4 million at the time.
Yeah, it was like yeah.
Okay,
That's
there's
like-
no
that's
excuse that. No,
That's like
that's
that's like $80 billion
Yeah.
at current day.
That's like
That's
all the
like-
money in the world.
That's
But
like the GDP of multiple countries.
but when I saw that scene, I was like, okay, he can direct horror, because a lot of people are like, oh, Herzog, they kind of like handball him off to be like, oh, he can't direct horror. I think he can. Like even his like, I watched Grizzly Man. I was scared.
Yeah, I was
I
scared
don't
during
know.
that movie.
I
That
was
movie is
scared.
scary.
Like that, the way he, I don't know. Maybe it's just his style, and it's like very documentary-esque.
Yeah, I think
even
it's
in
just-
his movies,
Yeah.
it like brings that real life element to it. And even though it's like fucking hilarious, I still felt like shit. This is kind of scary. Like, what if they're like? It made me feel like I was in their position in a way that like not other movies can make me feel.
Mm.
Probably just because of the way he shoots it.
Yeah, I think just because it's like you're very much like an observer into this world. It's
Yeah.
like he's got a time machine and he just puts a camera guy there and he's like, all right, walk around filming shit. Like that's how it's
Yeah,
done. And that's why I really want to watch Aguera, Wrath of God, because from what I've heard, that's basically how that movie is like filmed. It's like
Yeah,
very
yeah,
much like
pretty much.
there's by chance a guy with a camera filming this stuff, and I
Yeah,
want
it-
to
it
watch
kind of
that.
is. It's kind of wild how they filmed that movie.
Yeah.
And that movie only had a $340,000 budget, and that shot at the beginning. I don't want to talk about this movie now, but anyway. So in the
Anyway.
documentary, My Best Fiend, the shot at the beginning was like on the mountains, and like Kinski was like, "Oh, I want a close up. You got to film a close up of me on this." And Herzog's like, "No," and then he kicked him out of the whole shot.
What a
He's
beautiful-
"I'm
what a
done with your
beautiful
bullshit, and
partnership."
we've just started. Like that was the
Our
first
first
shot they
collaboration.
filmed. And
That's
he was
so
like, "That's
funny.
it. You're not in
It
this
went.
shit.
It
I'm
just
just
started
kicking you
going
out."
downhill
They're
from
very-
there at the very beginning.
The very first shot, it was already a shit show.
But
Yeah,
I do like how this movie is not like I feel like if people criticize that it's not like, I don't know, he's not like making it like a horror movie. It's like, yeah, but you know, it's like
I don't think it doesn't have to be a horror movie.
yeah, but that's my point is that like I kind of like how it doesn't have this like winking
Yeah.
style that like I swear there's so many horror films are like that. It's like you'll be watching a fucking scene in the day
Yeah.
with like a mother and child, like nothing's happened yet. Like
Mhm.
we don't even know what's going on, and you just know that it's a horror film.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I know what you
there's
mean.
just too much contrast, or like it's just a bit darker, or
Yeah.
even yellower, or
And
something.
like
Like, you just like know it's like, okay, I'm watching a horror movie.
Yeah.
But I like
And
how
like the
in,
score. Yeah.
in this movie, even like Eggers, for example, in his movie, he chose to depict the world like the world is very gothic.
Mm.
There's a lot of like, you know,
Yeah,
the evil.
it's kind of a shit world to already kind of live in.
Yeah, the evil that's like spreading is very much like inhabiting every corner of the world. Like shit is dark, shit is moody. But in this movie, like the
like a-
day is nice, the music is serene,
Yeah.
the extras are funny. Like I just like that bit. I like the contrast a lot
Yeah, I
better
understand.
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
like most other horror films that I
Yeah,
watch. I like that it's not actually a horror movie for some of it. It's just like about people living their lives, and it just so happens that they're going to get fucked with by a mortal ghoul, you know.
Yeah.
Like I just think that's like I just like that a lot better.
Yeah. I definitely understand that.
But even then, like, it's still, I don't know, maybe because I know I'm watching like a Nosferatu movie, but it still felt like a horror too. Like it wasn't
Oh,
rid of that
definitely.
bit. Like even like on the daytime, like on the beach, it was all like foggy and shit and like gray kind of. And I was like, this is kind of like eerie, but like in a nice
I-
way.
I honestly didn't even see the film as a horror movie. I just saw it as like a gothic drama with that features a
it's more
vampire.
like that.
It's
Like,
really
I wasn't-
not a horror
I was,
movie.
like, never-
I don't know.
Like, I don't know, scared or like on the edge of my seat. I was just like, I'm just experiencing this story as it's being told, and like, I guess by chance, it's like just a very famous horror character that's featuring in it.
Yeah, I get that.
But yeah, it's
I don't
still,
know. I still found it very. I don't think. Yeah, I think the right word is eerie. I found it to be very eerie.
yeah, fair enough.
Like even when I think it's funny in like almost every rendition of the movie when he makes it to that town before the castle, like everybody greets him. It's like what a nice place. I'd love to be
What a-
greeted
and
by
what a
everyone
lovely
that
place.
lives here.
Yeah,
And then he's like, oh, I want to go to that castle that this Dracula dude's at. And they're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you
What?
talking
Yeah, but first he's like, "My supper now.
yeah.
I need it
Like
now.
he like slammed
I'm
his
really
hand on the
hungry."
table
about?
with
You
like
can keep
"Sup,
your supper."
my supper now," and then like he says, "Oh, I'm going to Count Dracula," and like lady drops the dishes, and like everyone in the tavern turns around. But
It
there's
was
one
really
guy,
funny.
who like his leg gets caught on the seat and doesn't fully turn around. But then like everyone's fully turned around, and then he like finally finishes turning around, and then the shot ends. It's like, damn, bro, you held up the entire bit.
Yeah, but
Like,
in a
you
way,
had one
that's
job.
really funny.
But
Like,
I love it because I really love the extras and the background characters in Herzog's films.
Yeah,
All
no, so do
three of
I.
these movies
Yeah.
have just amazing.
Because you can
extras.
tell that like these people, like he was very much like, I'm making a movie. Do you want to be in it? Because like I need extras. And like,
They're
yeah,
like, hell
oh,
yeah.
sure, why not? I can't be that hard. And
Like,
like,
I just
he's
and
like,
like
I,
half
just
of
need you,
them-
I just need you to spin here. That's your
Yeah.
only job. And that
And
guy
like
still
half of
fucks
them,
it up.
half of them stare directly at the lens and like, oh, am I doing good? Like they're just giving those looks off camera.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's just
I love
fun to-
it. I just love
to be
and like
immersive.
even like all the extra. Like I love that there's like this added little scene when Jonathan is like sleeping or whatever. He's in his bed, and then like in the morning or before he sleeps, whenever it is,
yeah.
some woman just comes in and just starts giving him
Oh.
like Hail Marys.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that was funny.
It's like there's such a nice little touch. Like she's just like very concerned for this man. She's like,
yeah.
let me just like bless you real quick and then I'll go to sleep. And then like afterwards, like I don't remember even what the fuck they were talking about, but like he's hanging out with all these extras and there's like a carriage and there's just like chatting shit. Like they're just talking the shit, you know. Like there's no like dread. There's
Yeah.
no like what's gonna happen next in this horror film I'm watching. He's
Yeah.
just like shooting the shit with just some dudes.
That's a
in there.
slice of life.
They're just chilling, bro. They got a fire going. I was kind of jealous. I was like, I'm watching this movie on my own. Fuck, man. This Jonathan guy's
I
got it
wish I was
going. Like
hanging
he's
out.
just with these
he's living it up.
mountain people, you know. Just thought that was really funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've just talked about things we like in this movie, but you know, it's fucking Dracula, man. Like, what are you gonna talk about?
I know. I don't.
It's Dracula. Like,
yeah.
what are you
Like
supposed to say?
if you like the 2024 version, you'll like this movie. Like it's, as we say, like, you know, it's less scary, but you know, whatever that means. But like,
Yeah,
it's
this
a good
is
movie.
this is
It's
a
good
vibes
rendition of the
movie
story.
Yeah,
in
it's a
my
good
estimation.
adaptation, sort of.
Yeah.
I see this as a vibes movie.
Yeah, like I'll revisit this again.
oh
like-
yeah, I definitely
Like for a laugh. I want to like put it on and be like, I want to chuckle.
I just want to stick it
And
on.
I just put it
I'm
on.
gonna put on Nosferatu. to
I just
chuckle.
want to stick it on. Like I might stick it on tomorrow when I make some cookies. Like I'll just put it on in the background. You know, just
Yeah,
bake
yeah.
to
Damn,
it.
he's got
I can
plans. He's
understand that.
making cookies tomorrow.
I'm
and
making
he's gonna
cookies.
make
You guys want my
cookies.
cookies?
Nosferatu
I
the
make
Vampyre.
really good fucking cookies. I got a
Vampire.
really good recipe. I'll get you guys some cookies.
Ooh, I do like.
They're like soft in the middle. They're like big. They're like thick.
cookies. Yeah, cookie.
Like thick chocolate chip cookies, and they're like soft in the middle. It's great. It's good shit.
Do you think
that sounds good.
Nosferatu
Yeah.
likes cookies?
I'm gonna be making cookies and watching Nosferatu
He looks like
the
he'd like
Vampire.
cookies.
That's my review of Nosferatu the Vampire. And vampire spelled with the
1979.
Y. It's so crazy.
That's it. That's it. So that's Tess's. Yeah, I know.
Vampire spelled with a Y.
Tess's score for the movie is cookies and afternoon watching, and spelled with a Y. and
I
a
just
5.
love that it's
That's
spelled with a
Tess's
Y.
fun.
Yeah,
because
wherever there's meant to be.
It's just like
I, just
emblematic
add a
of how
Y.
this movie has a bunch of like changes and stuff that don't really matter to anything they're just there to be different. And so, you know, like the movie has the title has a Y in it, you know. It's very kooky. I like it
Isn't
too.
that
I
how
like
it's
the Y.
like the OG like folklore is meant to?
Oh, who the fuck knows, man?
I'm sure there'd be a reason.
I mean, they couldn't even get the Nosferatu Dracula
knows?
thing right in this fucking movie, so I don't think you can really trust them.
Yeah,
I don't think they give a shit. I really don't think they give a shit.
Oh, okay. So the one with the Y is just a stylistic choice to convey more gothic, ancient, or romantic feel.
Yeah, it's got a Y in it. Oh, also the whole intro scene that we didn't talk about I thought that was cool as fuck. That was like probably the scariest part of the movie.
Yeah. The
What's
intro
the
is
intro
so
scene?
cool.
What's the
The
intro
dead
scene?
all the dead corpses, all the
Yeah, like
Oh, that's right. They're like
that shit's
because
terrifying.
I was looking at like the production. I'm pretty sure, and like yeah, those are real dead bodies that they
100%.
literally like.
100%.
No, yeah, like 'cause
That's
they
the-
really
that- that's
they
the
look
thing,
it, but
like-
like they literally like got these dead bodies and like hung them up on this wall temporarily for that shot.
That
is
is
crazy
really
to me.
fucked up.
But then it's like in Cobra
I was-
Verde, they just hung like real people up. And like just put like
What-
paint on them.
Of
What was
course
that?
they
In
did.
Cobra Verde, when they were like running through the town, there was like 4 bodies being hung upside down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Or
there's some
hanged,
bodies
whatever you
hung
want
up.
to say. Because it's not. They're getting hanged by the neck, they're being hung by their feet.
yeah. I
Like,
guess
was it
it.
hanged by
Yeah, I
their
guess
feet?
it is being. And I just hung. I
Yeah,
guess it is being
hung by their feet.
But what? But were they were real dead people?
I don't think so. I think they
No,
were
they're
just
just
regular
real
dudes.
people.
but
because
It's
they
like,
were
they were
because they were
faking
like
it.
the.
it's like, why cop out now, Herzog? Go find
pussied
some real
out
dead
for-
bodies, man.
Yeah, he pussied out for Cobra Verde.
Yeah, documentary filmmaker, my ass.
Bullshit, you're a lie.
Bullshit.
But yeah,
bro.
and
I forgot about that opening.
100%. I love the opening. I wanted to bring that up, but I forgot.
Oh, it's a great opening.
Because it's like,
'Cause
it's like
I just
when
love
good
how it's
movie.
like-
I recommend. Much better than Cobra Verde.
Yeah, much better.
it's like look at that shot. Oh, it's probably too bright, but I love that
Yeah,
shot.
no, yeah.
And she's at the
Yeah,
graveyard.
yeah, because
It's like the exact
'cause
same
not-
as 2025 song.
yeah, Eggers definitely took inspiration.
100%. Even on the beach scene, because there's a beach scene in the 2025 one. I was like, it's like the same
yeah.
grey, like foggy beach. I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the music
Yeah.
is good too. I swear to God, the music's the same in like all 3 of these movies.
I don't think I remember any music. 'cause
There was
I think,
there's an
I
iconic
noticed-
score that's in this that I haven't heard.
yeah,
Like
actually,
I've heard everywhere else, but I can't remember when it played or what it was. But there's
yeah, no,
and
actually, I remember hearing something and going, oh, that sounds really familiar. Actually.
It was
Yeah.
probably in Fitzcarraldo.
Yeah, because
I swear it was.
yeah,
this
because I
mix.
noticed during Fitzcarraldo, I was like, oh, there's like no music in this movie. Like I noticed like halfway through, aside from like the opera stuff, I was like, I'm pretty sure there's like not much of a score to this movie. And then like things start happening. It's like, oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, I think
But
you're right.
anyway,
I don't know.
but you know, yeah,
I had
I
a
might be
weird
misremembering.
experience with Fitzcarraldo.
I watched it 4 days ago. I have a short memory span.
Years ago.
It was years ago at this
Years
point.
It was
ago.
ages ago. Can't even remember if I tried. I watched it like yesterday.
Yeah, I watched it.
I watched fucking
Yesterday.
like I've watched everything in like the past 2 days because I just assumed that no
And
one had
all-
watched the movies.
And each one in one sitting as well. You watched it all
Oh yeah,
all
one
together
scene,
in
bro.
2 days in one
The
sitting.
best.
I
way.
watched Nosferatu.
That was like it was like the
Yeah.
Herzog curse for us.
Yeah,
literally.
but it's weird
Actually,
because
did I watch Nosferatu in one sitting?
even
No, I don't think
even
It's
his
strange.
documentaries
I-
I've kind of I remember I've
Well, 'cause
split
I was-
amongst like 2.
I was gonna mention like, because, I mean, he's got like the same through lines for whatever he makes, because like his documentaries and his movies have like long stretches of silence and then interspersed with dialogue and whatnot. But like I
Mm.
was watching Lessons of Darkness, which is basically an hour, and like that was like the quickest hour of my
Yeah.
life, and like wow, that was like amazing, and like half of it was just silent with like music in the
Yeah,
background.
my best fiend was.
But,
an hour
Compared
and
to
a
like
half.
Cobra Verde, I was dying in that
Yeah.
movie,
Because my best fiend
Yeah, I
was
don't
really
know. I
quick.
just
which
think
was interesting.
he's just a much better documentary filmmaker, honestly.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
think he's really good at making you think, like, you know, getting
Yeah.
you to analyze what you're watching, which is why I really preferred Fitzcarraldo over these 2 films, even though this is still Nosferatu is still a very good movie. It's just in terms of actually being able to like, I guess, delve into themes and whatnot. I preferred Fitzcarraldo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
Fitzcarraldo's
Fitzcarraldo is
a lot
definitely going to be the longest part of this video or this episode. Because there's a lot to unpack in Fitzcarraldo. And like kind of like how a lot of people compare Herzog himself to.
Yeah, I was gonna say stuff like that, but I came up with that.
I
It
think
was
we're all gonna
me.
say
Anyway,
stuff like that. But we
Yeah,
should
I'm sure
take a
I'm sure.
quick break.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh well, we'll give our ratings first.
yeah, I give this a 4
Yeah.
out of 5. That is my rating.
I was also gonna give
Ooh,
this a 4
a
out of 5.
4.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, I'll
I
give it a
don't,
4.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna start changing the meanings of my ratings. I'm gonna
Yeah,
give this maybe a 3, maybe, but now I'm not sure.
I guess it's fair. Well, because it's just like, I mean, I guess it's kind of spoilers, but because I guess I'm gonna end up giving Fitzcarraldo a 4, but like they're different. They're different kinds of 4.
Well,
Yeah.
here's my reasoning. Pretty much, like,
Yep.
I'm gonna give this movie a 3 out of 5, but in saying that, that kind of means that some of my 4 out of 5s in the past,
Yeah.
you know, I basically would have given some of those 3 out of 5s.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm kind of upgrading the value of 3 out of 5
Yeah, okay.
because, you know, I think 3 out of 5
3
is
is
like
still
solid
over
score.
half.
It's still good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still good.
Yeah, because I gave this movie a 3.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd, and
I gave it a 4 because I was kind of almost considering a 4.5 because I really enjoyed this movie.
yeah,
Like a lot. I really enjoyed it. I don't think it's definitely not as good as Eggers.
yeah.
Eggers I gave a perfect 5 out of 5. But this, like, I was like, this is really good.
Mm.
So I was like really teetering on that 4.5. So like 4 is like is for me.
Yeah. And
Is for me this movie.
Yeah.
To me, my X-Men, you know.
Yeah, because I was
it's-
gonna say, because I've given it a 3.5. Like, I guess, you know, the rule of thumb, if you will, is to, you know, to, I guess, if you're gonna do whole number scores, you go down, because if you're gonna give it a 7, you're not gonna give it an 8 because you're gonna be rounding up. You normally like round down.
Yeah, you'd
'cause
round down,
the quality isn't actually an 8. So I guess
is it actually a 6?
I mean, I guess I do. I mean, it's still a good movie, but I'm not opposed to doing that. I guess I can do that.
Well, I'm gonna give it a 3 with the caveat that, like, a lot of other movies that I've given a 4 would probably go down to a 3 as well.
Yeah,
But
okay.
I just like having like my perfect 5 out of 5 score.
Yeah.
And then between like that score and like my like, I like this movie, this is a good movie, I like to have something in between that. So
Yeah,
that's
fair
gonna be
enough.
my new 4 out of 5. Anyway, it
'Cause I
doesn't
think-
matter.
'cause I think
Oh, no, that's fair enough. I agree with that.
But
I agree
Yeah.
with that.
So I
this is
think-
gonna be
I'll give
my 3 out of 5 is gonna be the new, like, if I like the movie, I'll give it a 3 out of 5.
New
Yeah.
3 out of 5. New test.
Yeah,
I
new
agree.
movies.
I'll give it a 3.
I
I
think
agree.
we've all given 3 movies a 5 out of 5 on this podcast. Because I gave
Probably.
Unbreakable a 4 out of 5, but then the other
yeah.
2 are 5.
I've
I
given
also gave
4, I
The Great
think.
Silence a 5 out of 5.
Did we talk about sentimental value? No, we
Yeah,
didn't.
we gave Cinema Value.
Oh
a
yeah, I
5,
also gave that a
surely.
5 out
No,
of 5.
no, we did talk about it. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
did.
did.
Yeah, no, I give it.
Yeah,
a
so
5,
we've all
yeah.
given it a 4. 4 movies.
Yeah,
are
I've
5
given
out of
4 because I gave Seventh Seal a 5 out of 5, even though I didn't really want to. But anyway, we won't talk about that.
That's a lie.
5. Yeah, I'm
That's
still
like
giving
that's like a solid 9 out of 10 for me. But anyway, I'm
See, that's what the 4 out of 5 would be.
I know,
in
but
my
I was
perfect
bullied.
reality.
not bullied, but like I would have been bullied horrendously if I gave it a 4 out
I
of
stood
5.
my ground. I gave Unbreakable a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, fuck you.
I stood
Anyway,
there.
all right.
Anyway,
so
yeah,
that's-
Nosferatu.
Anyway,
I give
Yeah,
it a
new year, new me.
Yeah,
It's a 3 out of
so-
5.
so what's that? 10. That's 10 out of 15.
Yeah, 10 out of
That's
15.
good. That's good. That's like the platonic good movie.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
good movie. Go
you
watch.
know?
We recommend.
That
that's
is
good.
like the 3 out
3
of 5 score. Yeah.
3 Angry Men approved.
Yeah, 3 Angry Men approved.
Thumbs up.
If it's like a 10 and
Thumbs
above,
up.
it's approved. Go check
Certified
it out.
fresh.
But
Yeah.
if it's a 15 out of 15, you have to check it out. Like, there's no
It's
You have to
excuse.
passed
watch
into
it,
law.
otherwise we'll track your DNS location and you won't be able to watch this movie. You won't be able to watch DNS IP address. I don't know. I'm not
That's-
internet savvy. You won't be able to watch our stuff
The
anymore. We'll
internet.
make sure of it.
Yeah. Anyway,
I think it's Tassa's turn to introduce the next film.
All right, so this movie is called Fitzcarraldo. It's about this German filmmaker. He wanted to make a movie about a guy named Benny Sweeney Fitzgerald. And then the production of the movie went horribly wrong. But it's about how art is kind of cool and that you should just be proud of the effort you put into doing things. And there's also an actual plot to this movie, but that's like what
There
that's
is,
what the
yeah.
movie's about.
That's what it's about.
And Klaus Kinski's in
I
it.
saw a review saying the second most German man directing the most German man
What?
to become an Irish guy. Because, like, Fitzcarraldo,
Yeah.
he's Irish.
Yeah, his name is
So you got
Fitzgerald.
a German directing a German to be Irish, which is pretty funny.
That was
It's funny.
thought it
I
was
couldn't
funny
really
that he
pick
was
up on
Irish.
an Irish accent when in the movie.
I
but,
couldn't either. Funny
But
enough.
I guess it must have been there.
In all
He's meant to be
three of
Irish.
these films, Klaus Kinski does not play a German man. He's like
Yeah, you're right,
Brazilian, Irish,
He plays like Brazilian like twice.
and Romanian or whatever the
Romanian.
fuck
Yeah.
Dracula is. He's never a German. God forbid
Yeah.
you call him German in front of him
God.
to his face.
He hates
This
that
man
the
is
most.
not a German. I wonder
his
if
biggest
any
pet
of
peeve.
he plays a Spaniard in fucking Aguirre.
Yeah, in Aguera, yeah.
In Aguera. So he
The
he's-
Great Silence,
just-
he plays in Italian. Like,
Oh, he's
Yeah.
just it. The trick
He's-
is just to never let him play a German.
just don't let him play a German. I don't think he's probably just got some issues. I don't know.
Just
I like to think that like the script was originally about a German person, but then Kinski was like, no, I'm acting here. I don't want to play a German. I want to play
I
someone.
want to play an
someone
Irish
exotic.
guy.
I've been really
My
practicing
name
my
is
Irish
Ben
accent, Herzog.
Fitzgerald. My dad was Irish. Anyway,
Anyway,
So they filmed this, pretty much this whole movie in English, and like, I told Alex about
yeah,
this
which
when
I
we were
didn't
halfway
know.
through.
I was more than halfway through, and then Jacob said that. I was like, oh my god, I'm switching over to English, and it's so much better.
oh yeah, because
Like the
it was
dubbing-
actually
the
filmed
German-
in English. I
The
thought
German dubbing
Yeah.
is not good, and again the
Yeah.
subtitles. For some reason, I guess with Herzog movies, the subtitles they go by too quick, and I was fucking struggling. But yeah,
Yeah,
when it went to English, much better. I
and
recommend the
all of these
English.
subtitles, they don't match up with the English one either.
No, I mean
These
that's never
subtitles, but
really the case though.
yeah, but I don't know. It always bothers me, so I just stopped watching it with subtitles. I just watched.
yeah, I
just-
turned off the subtitles
heard
too.
the
I just
beautiful
raw
lady,
dogged it.
Oh wait, in English? That
Yeah,
Yeah, in
like
English.
I have
Oh,
subtitles
I
in
didn't-
English.
I didn't even know. Yeah, I just didn't watch it with subtitles. I'm just goaded like that.
Yeah, I
coded
turned them
for
off
real.
because it was too distracting.
Yeah, fair enough. But this is the best movie of the bunch, I think.
Yeah,
that is my
by
opinion.
yards.
Yeah, I think
And
by
a
a
really,
mile.
really good movie.
Yeah, really good movie.
Yeah, so let's get
Um,
on to rating.
It was a really quick, like 2 hours 40 for me. I thought the pacing was quite good. You disagree?
I
I
wouldn't
thought
say
the pacing was fine.
I wouldn't say quick. It wasn't like glacial or quick. I think it was like it was good. It was good pace.
It was quick for me. I mean, again, I watched it in like two
I mean,
two
to be
sittings,
fair-
but even then,
To be fair, when I did transfer over to the English version, I was like, oh, I'm like more than halfway through, and like it was good pace. Yeah,
yeah,
it
Yeah,
doesn't
this-
feel that long.
This is by like a lot of the things that we probably talked about in Cobra Verde. There were kind of problems. In Nosferatu, they were like oddities or just like funny instances. But in this movie, like all of Herzog's like creative impulses that are in this movie, like same as the other movies, they're just a lot better implemented here. They really suit what he's trying to do, you know. Like in
Yeah,
Cobra Verde, like
I
the
agree.
shots were too long, stuff like that. In this movie, no, you're always like immersed. Like you get these crazy long shots, or you just get like long parts of the film where there's no dialogue, but it's always used like expertly. There's always like something kind of happening in like the grander like themes or the narrative, and just things like that. I think the movie's like a lot better made, and the
Yeah.
characterization as well is so much better in this
Yeah, I
movie. The
agree.
characters themselves are
Yeah,
so much
I
better
agree.
in
I
this
think-
film.
From the get go, you like have an idea of who Fitzcarraldo is. Like immediately when they get to the opera, and he's like basically begging, like, please let me in, and then
yeah,
like his partner's like he has a right to go in or something. Like
yeah, because he
just the-
traveled
like,
like
the,
4
the
days. or something to
brashness and
get
like
there.
ego of it all.
Yeah, and like
And then like
imposing
when the
himself.
opera
And,
singer, when he like he just points towards the audience in like a general point, And then Fitzcarraldo was like, he pointed at me, like it was towards me. It's like, all right, bro, but like it's the perfect characterization just immediately, which I really like.
And it also kind of like fit the behind the scenes too, because like Kinski wanted everything about him. Like he made everything, like whenever something bad went wrong for someone else, he made it about him. And I think that's kind of like very fitting for the character too. Who thought like the world revolved around him.
Because it's weird because he's very much, he definitely has like a large ego, and he's like, I don't think many sane people will go, oh, you pull this boat over this mountain for me, but it's weird because he definitely has that ego, but he's also like,
no, he does though.
He's definitely like a narcissist, and he has a big ego, but like he's not diabolically evil. I don't know, I'm
not diabolically, but he does.
But he's also like genuine, and he's not like ill-willed.
Yeah, like he's not like
he's like a
that's what I'm trying to get at. Like he's not trying to like make people feel terrible. This is just like who he is, and he can't help it. But that doesn't mean like what he's doing is good, because he's still abusing these people and like their labor.
Yeah, but he's definitely the most likable character.
It's based off
of like all the other kids.
Yeah, compared to a vampire and a slaver, I guess.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Tough competition.
Yeah, as you were saying, Tess, the limbo, the limbo of our characters. It just gets lower and lower with how good they are.
Because I think the book, or like the real life case, was the boat was only like 4 tons, and they pulled it apart to lift it over the mountain.
And also,
he was like 40 tons, and they didn't pull it apart.
Like 230 or something.
Oh yeah.
And they actually the real Fitzcarraldo, like he was like a really bad person. Like he died. Like he got murdered. Like he was an awful person. So they actually even dumbed it down for this movie. But
which I think worked better.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because as like a part of that whole, because in the actual tale, he only brought the ship up in pieces. But in this movie, of course, it was fucking Herzog was like, oh, I'm gonna bring it. We can't do miniatures. They won't think it's real. So we're gonna bring up this whole ship up this hill, and we said before, but it's very much the art imitating real life imitating art. Sorry, because Herzog essentially becoming Fitzcarraldo in a sense, like his obsession with his art and whatnot. God, that was like.
That was
terribly fucking sad.
But yeah, there's like comparisons that like people have called Herzog Fitzcarraldo, and like he doesn't deny it either. Every single time he's been asked, like in My Best Fiend, like it gets brought up a few times, he just goes, and like that's it. And it's like he doesn't disagree. He knows that he is like he knows what he's done.
Yeah,
he knows that his dreams and ambitions like overtake his like. Not morality, but like he's almost
there's like a disregard for people a little bit.
Yeah,
because I was gonna,
especially the fact that people died on this set of this film, so that's not a good look.
And died and got injured. Yeah, I know. And because I was gonna say because the film battles with it says things about colonialism and the abuse of powers and whatnot.
Yeah,
and like the diminishment. Oh my god, the diminishment of cultures and like the destruction of nature, and then Herzog's over here basically doing all of that in real life. Like it's because the story is very much about the scar that people leave on nature and on land, and like that's what the opening like quote of the film is about, like how this land like wasn't ready yet for humans, and then like after we're gone, God will finally come back and like continue with his work.
And we're not worthy of the creation.
And like throughout this movie, in this like inhospitable land not made for humans, Herzog's basically scarring the land for this film, which is about scarring land and doing everything that Herzog was doing.
Because in the documentary, in My Best Fiend, I'm sure it's in Burden of Dreams as well, there was the story of the log cutter that got bit by a snake.
Oh,
and Herzog was like, we had like 150 other log cutters, and like this only happened to one. So we had a pretty good track record for
And
this.
'cause
It's like they had so many log cutters, but the guy that got bit, he like the snake was very venomous,
Yeah,
and he only had a couple of minutes to like pretty much live. And the doctor and the antidote was 20 minutes away, so he revved up the chainsaw and cut his own foot off, and that's the only
Jesus.
reason he
Fucking
survived.
insane.
So then Kinski threw a fit because his coffee was lukewarm that morning, or
Yeah.
something like that. Well,
yeah,
that could
it
have
was,
been when the plane
it was during the
crashed.
plane crash.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
Kinski was really upset, like because he's lukewarm coffee, but people have died in a plane crash.
No,
and
they
he's-
didn't die. They
sorry, you're right.
Everyone
Sorry.
survived, but they were like some were like,
Still, there was
very
a plane,
critical.
there was a plane
That's
crash,
fucked.
and then to calm him down, Herzog ate the last piece of chocolate as like
in
a
front of him.
last
and it
like
just,
fuck you,
like,
and that got him.
he was
That got
dumbfounded.
that out of everything got Kinski to finally stop losing it.
Because Herzog described that bar of chocolate as like people would have killed each other for this, and I ate the whole thing in front of him.
What?
It's
the
like that's
fuck,
so
Herzog?
funny. But yeah, it's like just that whole thing where he was like, he was almost oblivious to it. He's like, we had 150 log cutters.
Yeah,
Like one almost died, but hey, that's pretty good. You
Yeah.
know, it could have been a lot worse.
yeah. And there's a bit in Cobra Verde where, like the plantation owner, because he says something basically along those lines.
Oh, yeah,
He
when the
said-
guy
yeah,
gets
he
his arm
says-
stuck or
Yeah, he
something?
says every
And
so
he's-
often a worker collapses from the fumes of when they're
Of the
processing
sugar.
the sugar, and
Yeah,
he
but we
goes,
have
but it's
enough
fine,
workers.
but we've got plenty of them. And then yeah, when the guy's arm gets taken into like the vice,
It's like, quick, get
Um,
an axe.
'cause,
He's gonna lose another one.
yeah, because
You
he
know.
says this sort of thing happens all the time. It's like, damn, bro, that's
The
kind of crazy.
disregard for human
Yeah.
life and like just like the severity of like the situation is
Yeah.
almost like it is a reflection of like what he was actually doing.
Yeah,
And it's almost like a cautionary tale.
yeah, and because
In
there's
a
a bit in Fitzcarraldo when they're first pulling the ship up, when like they first test it to see if it works, and it goes up, like 10 centimeters, and then Fitzcarraldo's like, oh my god, it worked, and like he's jumping around, he's
And
hugging,
as
he's
cheering.
hugging, yeah, he's like, and as he's cheering, it fails, and 2 guys get killed, but he's just
Yeah.
completely oblivious to it, and he's just still celebrating.
And then when they're grieving and they're like standing around, it's like they've been sitting here for 2 days. Like, can
Yeah,
they get
yeah.
back to work? And then they all disappear, and then they come back the next morning and they're back to work.
Yeah,
And he's like, "Oh, that was weird. Why'd they do that?" It's like,
yeah,
brother,
bruh,
you do not understand, like
yeah.
at all.
No, not at all. But I think what adds to that as well, him just being so alien to this whole culture and him just, being there to abuse their goodwill essentially, is the fact that he is dressed so starkly from them. Like he is just in
Yeah.
pure white, and
Yeah.
they're all in their cultural attire, but there's just something about that kind of look that just fucks with me so much. Like someone like on like a construction site just wearing plain white and just clean, and like how is that even possible? Like
It's
everyone is
just the
doing
arrogance of
everything
it.
for you, and you're just such an asshole.
But it's also kind of like he thinks he's. I don't know. I'm looking into here. I'm getting deep. I'm getting deep right now.
Fucking
Getting
deep.
deep. Oh my god, the
But,
themes.
like,
We get to
The-
make up for it now because
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Much to talk about.
But I mean, there's a lot of themes and like ideas in this movie, whereas the other 2 movies were kind of like Cobra Verde was very shallow, and like Nosferatu, it's fucking Nosferatu. But like this one is like, deeper and more thought provoking. I feel.
yeah, we're gonna make a lot of year 8 book reports out of this.
Yeah, but it's like
That's a
his
good way to
white
put it.
suit is almost like his own representation of like, oh my hands are clean. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
I'm not doing wrong. I'm a god here.
Yeah.
I'm like the boss of all these people.
Yeah, literally. And yeah, because I noticed that he's just stark clean the entire time, and then there's like one point in the film where he actually does help them, but it's basically at the very end when the boat is going downhill, and like that's when he finally like actually jumps in and like helps them for like the tiniest amount, as like I don't know, as like a way I guess.
And
just to-
he goes around and, like high fives them. And
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Like, he's
and,
so,
like-
like, we did it, guys. We as a team.
yeah, yeah,
It's like fuck
Ooh,
you.
Yeah, I could have done this on my own, but I'm so glad I had help.
yeah,
And like when they're like preparing to like fight, he's like, should we go get our guns? Like, should I bring like our future like futuristic like weapons
well,
and
just-
shit? And they're like, bro, that's gonna do nothing. Like you're gonna get fucked up if you
Yeah.
bring those guns out. And it's like almost like he doesn't understand. It's like
well, he doesn't.
Yeah, well, yeah, he
he's so
doesn't
naive.
understand. Yeah, naive
And 'cause-
and just like the disrespect and what's the word? It's like what's the word for like throwing away, disregarding of
Yeah.
like their culture and
Yeah.
and their way of life.
Because it's very much, like, he abuses their work, and, it's very comment on imperialism and industrialism and all that kind of thing, and the way he just, like, he doesn't care about their culture and and the way they grieve for people. It's just, well, I'm here, I need to make money right now because I have debts to pay off, and, like, this is what I need to do.
There's almost like there's pretty much never an understanding between him and those people.
No, and because
they almost like just somehow coalesce into achieving the same goal, but nothing past that, and that's like exemplified in what ends up happening to the ship.
Because I was going to say, because when they untie the ship from the land and then it goes down the rapids, it was like to appease the gods essentially for their culture, but for him it was just, oh, I guess I'm fucked now.
Yeah,
because of my I was gonna make money off my rubber.
Yeah,
I was like, because even then, like, you couldn't just like have a supply chain, like have people go there, cut rubber, and then like
it would have been so
they
much easier
couldn't
to
walk
hoist it
around
over.
the mountain. I don't know.
No, he had to
get the
take
ship
the boat
over,
and then he was going to take the boat over again and keep doing that.
I don't understand. I actually just like his whole plan is just fucking stupid. But like because he didn't actually have to do anything and it was just off the labor of others, I guess it makes sense because it's not my job. It's theirs. It's the people below me that have to do all the hard work. And so I guess in that sense it does make sense.
Yeah, and there's like that bit when he like pulls out the eyes and he's kind of like, I've never seen this before. And it's just like it like shows them and they like hold it and they're like sniffing it and it's like he's like, see, look,
like a magic trick.
Dumbasses. Like they've never seen this shit before. They don't have this growing in the Amazon. It's like it's just like very degrading.
Yeah.
To watch, and it's like he's oddly a charming guy to watch.
Yeah,
it's like very similar to Marty Supreme in a way, where it's like I'm not rooting for this guy to win, but he's like very entertaining to watch.
But he just dupes everyone. He just knows how to like almost arrogantly and ignorantly, like he just puts himself forward enough where like people still just flock to him. Yeah,
and because like he never puts like enough like stakes on himself to ever be like at risk. Like he has debts, but like the debts that he owes it's money that he's like his wife, his partner, like she put up all the money for the ship and the like whole expedition. Like he didn't actually do anything. He didn't like risk anything really. And like he just talked her into like you believe in me, right? And like she's like, yeah, of course. And like and buy this boat for me.
At the end of the movie, when he's like failed and knows like he's not going to make any more money out of this venture, he just like he gets the money back, but he doesn't give it to her. He just
exactly. Like it wasn't even
does
yours.
Some dumb shit
it wasn't yours to give away. You gave it to the captain to do fucking who knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm gonna get an opera and a red chair and a cigar.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna just
like
that's not your money.
Yeah, like what are you doing?
You're lucky that she's sticking around.
I know.
She doesn't have a problem with it.
I know. I guess she's just enamored by his charm.
Yeah,
because that is like a big aspect of his character, like the charm that he has, and like.
But he is charming. He's very likable, like, especially compared to the other characters.
Very much.
He's very likable.
Yeah.
And because his love of opera, and like he's basically only doing this so he can make money to have an opera in this area.
And when they're
like
kind of traveling near like with the opera thing, when he started playing the opera music, when he could hear, I don't know, was he hearing those drums from like the tribes? Or was that just the tribes were playing?
So the tribes were playing music. I guess it's like a warning. I was like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
And then
he was like,
the Quelvo,
listen to this, guys. You're gonna fucking love this shit. This is my war music. And it's just like an opera.
Yeah.
Because I thought this movie was about him wanting to... Because I didn't know, like, pretty much... No, I knew opera was involved and a boat going up a mountain. And I thought that this movie was about him wanting to, like, host an opera on his own boat. And then they go up a mountain for some reason. Like, I didn't know, like, really the plot at all.
It wasn't that at all.
Yeah. So I was, like, kind of like... surprised when it wasn't, but not in a bad way. But I was like, oh, this like subverted my expectations that I set for myself.
Yeah.
You know, and it's also really, I mean, all these movies are kind of well shot, even if Cobra Verde didn't make sense or anything. But this one, even the shots that feel like they last too long, they have like a reason to be, because there's like the shot where I think it's when they're going down the rapids and like the boat completely disappears off frame and you're just left sitting there for a couple of seconds and then it cuts back to. I'm pretty sure that happened.
I think it's funny, like
crazy.
There's going down the rapids and like you can tell like, oh yeah, that's like a little model set of it. At least I could tell very obviously. Like,
well, they actually did throw the boat down the rapids.
Yeah, but like for like the wide shots of seeing the whole boat going down the like it's going down like the really steep parts of the rapids. Like that's a toy. But anyway,
I thought that.
But it was still effective though.
Because they had 3-inch like wires that were connected to both sides of the ship, and it crashed into like the rocks and broke one of them, and they went, let's quickly record, and then they recorded it going down the rapids, and then they had to like kind of hoist it back up, but it took like a few days to hoist it, like just like I think they said like half a mile back up the street because of the rapids, and then they went back on the boat and recorded going back down.
That seems like hell.
And the cinematographer had like this 8-pound camera like on his shoulder, and he went flying like I think Herzog said like 5 or 6 feet forward with Herzog on his back, and the camera landed on his hand and he cut all of his finger all down there. It just sliced in half.
Well,
and then you have Kinski actually fixing his hand, putting the bandage around it, which I thought was like fucking hilarious. That Kinski of all people was the
because during that bit when it's going down the rapids and the ship is bumping into the canyons on each side, like because like you were saying, the guy, he's got this huge camera mount on him and he's filming the captain, like because the captain's looking at the ship about to hit the rock, and then the captain he gets flinged forward a little bit, but the camera, it cuts just before I guess the camera flings forward a bit much. But like I was thinking to myself, like, how is the cameraman not getting fucking like flung out a window here?
He pretty much
but obviously
is.
I guess he did at one point.
And there was one, like they hit like a rock or something, and the camera lens flew off the camera, and then Kinski was like, "This is not what's supposed to happen," and Herzog's like, "Shut the fuck up, man! It happened. All right, I didn't want this to happen as much as you did." But then, yeah, it's kind of like that whole like thing. I love seeing karma happen to the people that deserve it, and him getting sent down the rapids and it all for literally nothing was so sad.
I think it was the best ending it could have had.
But I love like how he copes with it. I love how afterwards he tells like I think it's like Don Aquilino. The Don. Yeah. He tells him like, like the French explorer who discovered the Niagara Falls, like he never had any evidence, but he saw it.
Yeah, because
that was evidence enough. I just thought that was really cool.
Yeah, my proof is I've seen it. I think that's a great line. And but I think it's interesting as well because in real life, the real Fitzcarraldo, he was like an incredibly successful rubber baron. Like he was very successful at collecting rubber. But in this film, Fitzcarraldo is like he's failed at basically every endeavor he's gone on, and then ultimately he fails at this as well. And so I think that's really interesting as well.
Yeah, it's like, history's like bound to repeat itself, and it repeated itself many times for this Irish fella. It's like it's like this time it's like he had like the biggest stakes like imaginable. Lives came at the cost of him trying to get this flawless plan into motion to get all the rubber. And it's like, I don't know, he's got actual blood on his hands, but I feel like he just hasn't had as big a weight put on him, so he didn't know like what to do with it. So it kind of just boiled down to ignorance of the situation.
Yeah, and I feel like that ignorance is like you get like the expository dialogue. I don't know why. Like Cobra Verde, obviously there's a lot of like explaining cultural customs, but it's just a lot better here in this movie.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
it just fits a lot nicer because
Yeah.
the whole misunderstanding between like Fitzcarraldo and like the native people, it's just a lot better. Like it's a lot more founded
yeah.
in the actual themes and the story of the
Yeah.
movie.
There's a much better
Like,
dynamic.
It's very much a part of it.
Yeah, it's much more fleshed out. Like
Yeah, it's
we
much
see,
more fleshed out.
we see like from both perspectives, like their reaction to, I don't know, this insane thing that's happening. But within Cobra Verde, it's just, I don't know, I don't even know how to describe it. It's worse in like every way.
Yeah.
But here it's so well done.
Because Cobra Verde is more like telling the audience, but this is more
Like
like
it's
telling
still.
Fitzcarraldo.
Yeah, and it's like the characters are just way. I think Herzog definitely has, at least from the narrative films I've seen of his so far, his characters definitely have some like hard walls they run into. Like they're not the greatest cinematic characters.
Yeah.
But he's very good at like, he loves like a good fable or like a good moral. He loves like that old style of, cautionary tales, and like it just played really well in this movie. Like this is a great one of those.
Yeah, I agree.
And to the point where like the character of Fitzcarraldo he's made much better because of how integral his character work is to like, that failing of like, what the movie's about.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, because I really want to watch Burden of Dreams, because Herzog really wanted to get this movie made, and it's almost like he didn't want to become a Fitzcarraldo.
But he
Like
did.
he's put in all this bad shit happened, and he needs to actually succeed and make this movie. Otherwise, he's just like, Fitzcarraldo who like failed, but he also like he didn't really lose anything, but he did.
That's
fail
the
at what
interesting
he set
thing,
out to do.
because the supposed real person was successful. So
Yeah.
did that change? Like, did he decide to make the movie about what it was?
Yeah.
As he went along with it, or did he always want to just do like a swerve
Yeah,
and depict a different person?
Yeah, I feel like this film would have the differentiation between the art and the real life would be there'd be a lot of merging there.
Yeah, like even just like the end, like the whole role of the opera, and it's all about art and shit.
Yeah.
Cinema's art. Fitzcarraldo does a lot of photography, and I think the way he chooses to photograph stuff is like, again, it's telling of like the narrow-mindedness of his perspective. Like when he's taking photos, he's just like, there's this like whole thing happening. Like there's all these people walking, but then like the camera, like Herzog's camera, points to us that Kinski, like Fitzcarraldo's clearly just photographing two people who are posing for him.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Like there's all this shit happening.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's just
the
so
photograph.
narrow-minded.
Like, this is the image.
Yeah.
And I swear he does that like twice.
And because earlier when they're on the boat, like before it's revealed like his master plan to everybody on the boat, he says to the captain like, "I shall move a mountain." So like, I shall move a mountain.
Yeah,
So it's like very much like it's centered around him, and I guess the people that he's directly working with, like his crewmates, and like that's it. Like everybody else is just secondary. He doesn't even consider. They're just like they're helping, I guess. But
Yeah,
they're
pretty
doing, even though they're doing everything.
Yeah.
They're doing everything. What was he gonna do without those people, huh?
It was gonna be
What was he gonna
fucked, is what he was gonna do.
Yeah. I mean, you see what happens when they all leave. Like, he's fucked. He's in the rapids. It's like, I mean, not that I'm sure they wouldn't have been able to help, but it is like, it gets proven that without, like, when it's just him, he doesn't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah, exactly. And he's just forced to accept it as like, well, I guess I can't do anything now. Because you had no power to begin with. And then he goes back penniless to the Baron. And, and because it's funny, at the beginning of the film, they're gambling like all the other rich elites. And Fitzcarraldo's come in, and I think he's essentially asking the Don for whatever his name is. Like he's asking him for
I think initially he's trying to sell ice.
Yeah, but then
He's
that obviously doesn't work out. But during that like gambling scene, that Don, he's like, oh, the thrill of losing money, like it's so like addicting, like he just loves it. But Fitzcarraldo is a very unsuccessful businessman who has gone bankrupt. So like the amount of tone deaf moments in this film, it's telling because Fitzcarraldo himself is very tone deaf.
And even like when the Don puts money in his pocket, he's like, gamble this, like lose it, and like see what I mean. And he's like, not really. I don't really want to, gamble this away.
I don't care.
Even though the whole film was a gamble, and he does gamble it away.
Yeah,
he fucks up.
It's a metaphor.
What a connection.
So in depth.
Actually,
my God.
In the documentary, there's like a black and white photo of like the poster, and Herzog goes, "It's a metaphor. I don't know what for yet, but it's a metaphor." It's like
it's a metaphor.
He's like, it's a metaphor. This whole movie is a metaphor for something.
For life.
For life. Don't be greedy.
Yeah, to love and to live. I don't know.
Yeah. To love and to live.
I don't know. He's also got a romantic interest in this film, and we only just mentioned her, so that's all you need to know.
I mean, she's in it for like 20 minutes. She's in it for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
She owns a brothel. Like that's her whole character. She supplies the money, and that's it.
Yeah.
She's the reason the movie kind of happens.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, low-key.
Low-key.
But I love how like in the early scene, like one of the first scenes when they're in Peru, I love how much like giddiness and pride Fitzcarraldo has in being like, oh yeah, like the children come to listen to my phonograph, and so does the pig. Like pig. Like what are you talking? It's like he's joking. Like I'm like, oh, he's joking, but then later towards the end of the movie, he's like, oh, I want that pig again. It's like, what?
Yeah, no, he's like dead serious.
He has
no self-awareness.
Yeah, he's great.
No, yeah. That's what. Yeah, that's why he's such a good character.
Smiling a lot in this movie. I don't think he fucking smiles.
Yeah, well, that's
in any of the other films I've watched.
That's why I was so like. That's why I was so surprised. Like, I can't believe that this guy playing Fitzcarraldo is fucking insane and like a maniac in real life.
Yeah.
Because he plays like this brash head.
Happy-go-lucky.
I know, like he plays it so well, and then like, but as soon as they say cut, he's like, "Oh, my coffee's lukewarm. I'm gonna fucking murder you, director."
Yeah.
Like Jesus, like, how does he go from that to like acting like a little kid?
He's a great actor. He's great.
I know, it's so strange.
And his hair's always fucked.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
his hair's fucking going everywhere.
Fucked.
Yeah,
like,
it's going everywhere.
It's
fucked up.
It's always pointing in directions and shit. It's like surely like that is not like intentional, right? Like who would just let this, like even the early scenes his hair is fucked.
Yeah, no, it's like the worst at the beginning when he has stuff together. Like
yeah, exactly.
It's like you're not even in the jungle yet.
You're not even in the jungle yet, bro. He's just.
I think it's just because just like everything is just like out of control in his life, so it makes sense that even if not on purpose, it's just because before they started shooting the scene, Klaus was fucking losing it and he was rubbing his hair. But like that still like works into the theme of the film because I don't know. He's just he can't actually do anything for himself.
Yeah. Because what Herzog
also is.
Oh, you go first.
Oh, I was just gonna say, is it just me or is his hat like paper mache?
Yeah, it looks kind of paper mache.
That hat looks fake as fuck. That was not a real hat.
It looks fake as fuck.
Because it never flapped or anything. It was always just like perfectly still.
And then there's the chef's hat. There's a hole, like a giant hole in the top of it. It's like, what the fuck is the point of even wearing it at this point? You got a whole chunk. Just let it go.
It's just for like the coolness factor. It's for the aura.
Because
it's for his aura farming.
When Herzog knew that he needed like a more calm Kinski, he would like purposely rage bait him and let him like tire himself out for like an hour and a half, and then he'd be like, "All right, let's roll," and then it would work. He'd be like so exhausted.
I heard that's what he did for Nosferatu.
That sounds so nightmarish.
He definitely did it for Aguera. But I think Nosferatu. I heard Nosferatu was actually a pretty chill shoot. Nosferatu and Wozek.
Really? Because I heard Nosferatu was the same. Maybe I got. It could
be Nosferatu. I think I remember hearing one story but then kind of after that he started behaving.
You know what? Maybe it just happened on all the fucking.
Yeah.
I think it's also as well because like he was I guess in terms of screen time, he was least in Nosferatu, as
Yeah.
compared to like this, where he would have been on set for Fitzcarraldo every single day because he's the main character.
and gone
'Cause
progressively more and more insane.
Herzog
Oh yeah,
mentioned in Nosferatu, the only thing that like Kinski did to like kind of piss him off was he'd criticize the lighting, saying it's not good, and he'd demand a mirror to show them. And then when they'd see it, they'd realize he's actually right. And he said that like 60% of the time, Kinski was right about the lighting being bad, so they'd fix it. But like that's kind of the only thing that he kind of did.
that's like the
set.
meme,
I
like
love that.
horrible news. Someone you hate just made a great point.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh my god,
It's
that's so
so
sad.
What the
That's so-
fuck is this
he said that
lighting?
was-
Someone fix this shit.
Yeah, this is fucking horrible.
Because he said that was kind of like the only thing that like pissed him off. And then Wojciech was like a great shoot because he was so exhausted from Nosferatu. But I know like all the other shoots was just fucking painful. to
Yeah,
work.
Fitzcarraldo was like what, fucking years or something.
It was a long time. I can't
Fucking-
remember.
Was it
how
really?
long.
I swear to God, it was years.
I mean, they definitely had to like work
I keep
around his temperature.
I keep forgetting that they pulled up a whole fucking ship over a mountain. I keep forgetting that actually. Yeah, that would have
They
taken
did not have to
ages.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, holy shit.
That's
that
so
is
funny to me.
crazy.
Like, you didn't have to do that.
And like
you could have put
he
it in
couldn't have
chunks.
he could not have picked like a bigger ship as well. Like
Yeah,
Jesus
it's
Christ,
fucking
bro.
horrendous.
Like,
It's
that
so
is-
god awfully
Yeah,
big.
it's way bigger than the original too. It's
Like by multitudes, it's like why, bro?
But it is like fitting because like from when the crew leaves and stuff, like it's just this empty hollow ship with like
Yeah.
4 people on it. It's ginormous.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, why is this so ungodly big?
All the rubber, bro. There's
I
gonna be
guess
so
it's
much
like
rubber.
also like kind of like another.
Yeah, all that
or,
rubber.
Like, he's in like it's too big for his boots. You know, he's
Do you
too big
think
for
if
his ship.
do you think if Fitzcarraldo would have succeeded, do you think he would have loaded the rubber onto the boat and then took it back over the boat?
Nah, that would have been insane if it. I mean, I wouldn't put it
Like,
past.
wasn't that the plan?
No, no,
To
no.
load
Because
it up and
because
make like a base on the other side of the mountain.
because that's
So-
why I was confused because I figured he's going over the mountain so he can be in between these two rapids, so he can fill the boat up with rubber and then he'll just sail back and like he'll do like one round trip but like fill the whole thing up with rubber. But then he explained it like he's gonna use the ship to go upstream a little bit after going over the mountain and then make a base and then like just ferry between the farm and like where they're crossed over and like that's the only time he's gonna be using the ship. Like why couldn't you just walk the rubber that distance?
No,
And, like,
I
and
think the plan was to hoist it up over the mountain, fill it with rubber, hoist it back, make a
No, that's
stronghold.
insane. That can't be
No,
right.
yeah, because
No,
he
it
said he's
was-
going to hoist the boat back over. Because then he said
No,
we're going to
that
be
can't
rich,
be
so we'll
right.
make a base
He
here.
did say that actually. He did say he'd put the boat back over.
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
why
fucking,
he did
that's
say that.
stupid. That's stupid, Fitzcarraldo. You're an
Yes.
idiot.
But
'Cause he
I'm
pr-
pretty
he-
sure he definitely said
He
to bring
brings
it
the
back.
boat over when the boat where the rubber is.
Yeah.
That's where the rapids are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause it's-
yeah. Because if he wants to transport the rubber back, he would have to take the boat.
Well, yeah, because I figured he'd fill up the ship, and then because he didn't go down this river because there's rapids on both
What's
ends.
the point of taking the boat?
Yeah, because I was just
Yeah,
Why don't
wondering,
you
like,
just
why,
leave on the
why
other side
wouldn't
of
you,
the
why
river?
wouldn't you just take a ship down to where you need to be, cross over on land, fill up a bunch of fucking buckets and whatnot, and then have a supply chain going over the mountain, but on land? Like that would be so much easier, would it
Oh,
not?
there has
It's
to be. I feel like there
Fitzcarraldo.
has to be a reason.
He's
That's
not
too
that bright.
stupid.
Yeah, well, he's a fucking idiot. Because it's not his problem. It's just other people's problem to figure it out.
Yeah.
Figure out. So even if his idea is stupid, it'll get done because he's just telling other people what to do.
Yeah. Because when they're in the rapids, the boat kind of goes like completely on its side.
Yeah.
Apparently, the
That was
actor that
funny, yeah,
plays
that
the
was pretty-
chef was on the boat when that happened, and there was like a hanging like pig in the kitchen, and he grabbed the pig to hold on, and his pregnant wife was on the ship when that happened. And-
Why?
He doesn't
The kid
fucking
was
forgets
aborted.
about his wife and grabs the pig for safety. And Herzog was like, "Lol, it was really funny. We made fun of him after that for grabbing the pig." But when Kinski found out, and then it just cut away. Like he refused to elaborate of like what happened when Kinski found out. I guess it's like, you know, up to your own
Yeah,
imagination.
he had enough. He had enough of him talking.
But it's just funny
It's-
that like
It's
Because he was like, it was
it's
really
funny.
dangerous. His pregnant wife was on there. But you know, it was really funny when he grabbed the pig. We made fun of him for that.
Yeah, I
It's-
would have laughed.
It's funny during that rapid scene when it's the wide shots and it's the actual ship bumping into the rocks, because in the actual movie the captain's like just waking up and like he's not at the helm, he's not steering or anything. But in those wides, you can see there's obviously someone steering the ship because it would be insane not to have someone steering.
Yeah.
So there's like a guy in like a blue t-shirt fucking steering it as it's
Yeah,
bumping
I
into
saw
rocks.
that, and I was like, "Why is the captain up there?"
Yeah, but like you're not meant to be able to see
Because I
that.
saw him, and I was like, "Who's this person?"
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
what the
but
fuck?
you're not meant to be able to see that guy.
Because you know when
That's
the front
so
of the ship
funny.
like
They didn't
caves
even put a
in,
curtain or something.
like the front,
A little-
like
yeah,
the nose
yeah,
bends
yeah.
in. That wasn't meant to happen. Herzog was like, that was a complete fucking accident. I think it's so funny when they're filming around.
feel like
He's
a
like,
lot
whoa, look at
I feel like
this.
the whole movie was an
I
accident.
feel like a lot. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of accidents happen in this movie, and he's like, "Oh, this adds to the movie.
I mean, it did.
I'm gonna."
They
put
were
this in
supposed
the
to make a
movie."
movie about a successful robber baron. I don't know.
Things went really
I don't know what
and
the
then,
fuck
of course,
happened
we
to
took the
that.
boat over and we kind of didn't tie it down.
He
Listen.
added the whole opera thing later.
Yeah, he probably only cared about taking the boat over the mountain. I feel like that's the only thing he cared about.
That's the only
And
reason
then
he made
he
it.
wrote everything
then-
else
'cause it
around
doesn't-
that.
Because
Yeah.
hasn't he said like, "I'm the only person that's ever done this"?
Yeah, and
Like
Yeah, he
Yeah, like-
says it
yeah,
proudly.
I think probably because like no one's stupid enough to actually do this. So like, yeah, I guess it makes sense that you're the only one to have done it. But I can respect it, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah,
because,
but
like-
do you think Herzog was like manufacturing the whole police system? Probably not.
well,
No, of
he
course
probably
not.
had other
Because-
people
but,
do
like-
it for
But at
him.
least, because like there were like whole reports of like abuses on set of like labor forces
Oh,
and
yeah.
whatnot. But then like he literally called in Amnesty International to like, hey guys, you got to come in and like check and see if I'm breaking any like labor laws here and like if everyone's actually being treated alright. And apparently they were. Like Amnesty like checked off on all of it. So I don't
That's
know. I
good.
guess
yeah.
it was all
But
off the
he
code.
was also like mildly buzzed for most of the shoot because he kind of only drank vodka, like straight from the bottle.
Wow,
Like him and a lot of
That's
the
crazy.
crew did because
that
they were
is
like,
really.
it's kind of cheaper to buy vodka than it is to get like fresh water into the Amazon. So
Distilled
they,
water.
he drank quite a lot of vodka, which
I'm like,
makes sense.
That's kind of horrible.
Jesus Christ.
That would be so uncomfortable.
You know,
That would be
Because
awful.
there's like clips of like
Imagine
him,
being
Kinski, and, like, a
thirsty
few
and
other,
just
like,
being like, I've
crew,
just got to drink.
and they're just
vodka.
drinking vodka.
Like, oh yeah. Oh my god, it's so hot. I'm so thirsty. Oh, I'm just gonna scull some vodka to quench
Fuck
my thirst.
that.
That's fucking
Fuck
awful.
that. Did
Oh
they at
my
least put
God.
him? Did they have ice or whatever? Like they could.
Well, they made us in the movie. Of course,
Yeah,
they had
Yeah,
ice.
exactly.
they had eyes.
How the fuck do you make ice?
I
by the
was
way?
I was wondering like how the fuck does this work?
How does that
It's
work?
some-
There's gotta be
some chemical
kind of shit
reaction.
going on
Yeah.
there.
It's some chemical reaction.
It's
I'm
some
not too
science shit.
Yeah, we ain't scientists.
But anyway, I've said everything about the movie I was gonna say.
Yeah, I went through all my dot points really
Yeah.
quickly.
There was like that whole church bit, and they were like, "Yeah, we're educating them. It's pretty cool." And I swear there's like a line of them saying, "Yeah, they wear pants now" or something like that. I thought that was like,
Yeah, because there's a line. It's no easy job to civilize them. Like, oh, that's so nice of
Yeah.
you to say.
it's just,
Yeah,
Like,
I
Jesus
know.
Christ.
it's
So
again,
weird.
it's like just that
Yeah.
whole like disregarding
The whole
like
imperialism
their
thing.
whole culture and
Yeah, just the arrogance
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, we're trying hard here."
Yeah, it's a big
really tough gig doing this. It's like, come on, you're forcing it.
Instilling our beliefs on these people who don't want it.
Yeah, it's like it's really hard. We've had a hard day at the office.
Yeah. I did the opposite.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Is that the
Anyway.
whole thing?
That's Fitzcarraldo for you, dear viewer.
It's Fitzcarraldo.
Good
movie.
I'm basically
I'm
done.
giving
I
it
think
a
Yeah,
4 out of 5.
I agree.
yeah, I
I
also
concur.
agree.
All right. Well, let's look at 12 out of 15.
12 out of 15.
Woo!
3 out of 4. No, 4 out of 5. Yeah,
Yeah, 4 out of 5.
it's a 4 out of
Three.
5.
It's a 4 out of 5.
I was doing the fractions and I was like, 3 out of 4 doesn't fucking sound.
If we all said 4 out of 5, it probably evens out to a 4 out of 5.
I reckon 3 out of 4.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just gonna do out of 4 from now on.
we aced it in math. If you couldn't tell.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing.
I dropped
amazing.
out in year 12.
We were arithmetic.
Best decision I ever made.
Well, you didn't drop out. You just went unscored.
No, I dropped out of maths. I didn't do
Oh,
maths in year
sorry.
12.
I didn't
And
do
then, yeah,
maths
I
in
went
year
on
12
school.
either.
I fucking did like an idiot.
Yeah, we had
Fuck.
history.
Yeah, that would have been way better. Could have learned about some rubber guys in the Amazon.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, enough blubbering. Next episode is my episode. Woohoo.
Ooh,
What's
what
gonna be?
is it? What
I've
will
waited
it be?
so long.
Drum
Oh my
roll.
god, you ready? Oh,
So we're doing a new
Uh-huh.
releases next next episode.
just to fuck with me. Nah. So we're doing my episode, and then there'll be. Oh, is it like a special one we're doing?
Yeah,
or-
it's gonna be a special
Oh,
one.
Yeah,
We'll
it's like
talk
the
about-
beginning of like a
March is gonna be
tradition.
a special month.
Yeah, we've got stuff planned. But anyway,
We'll
so
stop
my
March,
my
April
episode.
is going to be good. End of March, beginning of April, we've got a few exciting stuff planned.
Yeah. So my episode airing on the 8th of March, the genre, the theme, if you will be anti-war films. But
Yeah.
I don't want like my only like stipulation. What's Jacob grabbing? What's he like reaching for over here? He's got a gun. My only like stipulation is I don't want like
Propaganda
oh, wait,
films.
like propaganda. But what's Jacob? What's he grabbing?
Like pro
okay,
soldier.
okay, yeah, the Ascent. That's fine.
Can I pick it,
I was-
please?
Yes, okay. I was gonna say I don't want like gun-toting like war film like like
No,
battle-
like real anti-war.
yeah. I don't want
Yeah.
like films like Saving Private Ryan. Like here's like soldiers on the ground fighting a battle. I don't want that shit. I want like pure like depressing. Here's a civilian and here's how they're reacting to this horror. And so like really light stuff. Really.
Yeah, really
um,
light stuff.
That's my like stipulation. And I guess Jacob's already
Yeah, I got my
decided
pick.
for his one.
Do I say it?
Yeah, you can see it.
I mean, you might as well because I already have an idea for my one.
I
Yeah.
am picking The Ascent by Larissa Seppico. Anyway, it's the
it
wife
doesn't
of the guy that made Come and See, which is also a great like anti-war film. So,
Yeah.
but I've seen that one, but I really want to watch The Ascent, and it took so long to get here because I bought it online, and it finally came here, and I'm so excited to watch it. So
Well, there you go. That's perfect. So yeah. So Jacob wants to do the Ascent. What do you want to do, Tess?
Oh, Grave of the Fireflies.
Yeah.
oh,
I
that's a
haven't
good
watched-
one.
I haven't
I've
watched
seen that.
either.
That's a great one.
Well, I've always wanted an excuse to watch it, and I've
Yeah.
just never watched it. But
Yeah.
I know that I've always had to.
Yeah,
I've wanted to watch this movie for like 8 years.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
a really
And I
good
just
movie.
never got
probably-
around
yeah,
to it.
Same.
But,
But
yeah.
Really
yeah, that's a good choice. And I think for me, because I was looking at it, I want to do Incendies as my one because I've been wanting to rewatch it for a while, and I looked it up to make sure like is Incendies anti-war, and like yeah, it is.
Okay.
From what I remember, it is. So like
What is Incendies? I actually don't know anything
Yeah.
about
go into a
Incendies.
blind.
I don't know what it is.
I'll go
It's
in
so
blind.
it's so good.
That's a good lineup. I like this
But yeah,
lineup. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
So our lineup for next episode is Incendies, The Ascent, and Grave of the Fireflies, which will be out on the 8th of March
Yes.
In 2
in
weeks.
2 weeks.
in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right.
That's exciting.
Alright,
I get to
everybody.
finally watch one of my criterions.
Oh yeah. I know. Crazy.
All right.
I guess because it was
This-
your episode, Jacob, you can say
This has been the Three Angry Men podcast
Yeah.
with some like decent movies.
this.
I really wanted to watch those movies, so and it was my episode, so I get to say. So I got to pick.
Yeah, I wanted to watch
so I
them
was
too.
happy.
It's all
Yeah,
I
good.
was
I
satisfied.
like yeah. That was
It's
good- good
it's a
pick.
shorter episode, but that's not a bad thing.
No,
The next
not
episode will
even.
be like 10 minutes max anyway, so
yeah,
looking
exactly.
forward to that.
That's
We- we will
alright.
see one.
There's gonna be like a
So-
5-hour episode in
It
a
coming
month.
up.
So
It coming up.
Coming up in the near
so
it's
many
gonna- it's
special
all
ones.
good. It's all good.
It all evens out.
So this has been the Three Angry Men. I've been Jacob Ford, your gracious episode picker host,
Woo.
and with me the other two angry men.
Is me, Alex. I was a victim of one film and an enjoyer of two. That's me. Anyway,
And I was Taz. And now I am Taz, and I will be Taz.
Taz, destroyer
For
of world.
foreseeable future.
That's been us, and we thank you for listening, and we will see you
Yes, thank
in
you.
2 weeks for Alex's episode,
Yep.
the anti-war film.
Oh
Yep.
my god. All
Big
right.
ups.
See you then. Bye bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Goodbye.